Stop broadcast. We are live.
On
Hi,
location.
everyone. What is up? My name is Jason Germino from GameOctane. I'm here with a great group of people. We are going to talk about the greatest time of the year, which is E3. That's all we're going to talk about today. Hopefully, we're going to blow your guys' minds. Again, I'm Jason Germino. I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves. Go ahead, and Ryan, we'll start with you.
All right. I'm Ryan. I'm from GameOctane.com. I write about everything I possibly can, and I'm representing GameOctane at E3 this year.
What? We're going to E3 again?
2 years in a row.
Yes.
You know this. You know this to be true. I'm excited.
I'm just jealous, so I'm not saying anything.
Excellent.
It's not fake news.
You're living the dream right now, man.
The dream.
Dude, it's gonna be nuts.
Let's continue.
I'll tell you guys later. I'll tell you
Kurt,
guys later.
Go, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Kurt. Kurt Aroni. Yeah, I used to write for GameOctane. But, I've been pretty busy moving into a house and getting ready for a baby. So, you know, life gets in the way, but we're all here loving on each other and just making sure that it's a family environment. So,
Family
big thanks
environment.
to
Where the fuck are you from?
You get life. So
we're
let me
that
get this
kind of
straight.
family.
All right, Matt, go for it.
So I'm Matt. I also write with GameOctane. I'm newish. I take forever to write reviews.
And he shits on every
about
one
it.
of them.
I
Every
shit on
game we give him, he
It's okay,
shits.
grammar's hard.
Average is D+ for all game reviews.
I
Basically,
think it is.
games have to
And-
earn their respect with me. So
Obviously, it's hard to do. We also have a very special guest, Paradigm Gaming. They have their own YouTube. They have Facebook. They have Twitch. Make sure you guys follow them. Go ahead, you guys can introduce yourselves to everyone before we get going.
Brew? That guy
Okay,
over
all right.
there.
All right.
Don't be
Hi, everyone.
scared now.
My name is Nathan. I go by Blue Nile. I've been doing Paradigm Gaming for 5 years with Dan over there. We've been childhood friends since, we were 13, and we've been playing
you were
games ever
children?
since. Yeah, since we were kids.
little babies.
I'm
Childhood
very, very
friends
happy
since
to be
you were
here.
childs.
Jason, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to join in with you guys.
No, you guys have been a huge help already because E3 is going to be nuts this year, and I'm super excited to have some extra help. So it's going to be super awesome teaming up with you guys.
Okay. And I'm Daniel, aka Derp Taku. I'm the anime nerd on this side. But yeah. So yeah, same thing with him. Gaming since 13 with this little bastard over here. So
Family.
yeah. He
We're
has
that
to
kind of family.
This little son of a bitch over here. Go for him. So yeah, we're super stoked. Make sure you guys give them a follow, especially if you guys want to talk Ghostbusters and anime. Those are the two guys you really want to talk to. They'll definitely educate you.
You want Ghostbusters? There's my poster. There's my poster right there. I'm a fan.
I'm not lying.
And my
I'm
proton
not lying.
pack.
Not lying. So just just to explain a little bit, they're taking the time to help us, kind of putting their own things on the back burner to get everything going. So we're going to team up not only now, but hopefully more in the future. So keep an eye on that. Keep your eye out. Moving on to the meat and the taters. Ryan already let the cow the bag. He is going to E3
Yes,
for the second year in a row that
Second year in a row.
GameOctane is going. That could be a big deal. I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
from what I know, yes, that's pretty badass. So Ryan is going to be absolutely batshit crazy out there. It's a huge show. There's so many things that we're going to go over in this amount of time. We don't know how long it's going to take because we have a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
So Ryan, let's go ahead and go over your schedule. What does your schedule look like?
So just to kind of clarify about last year, I had maybe 2 or 3 appointments, right? So this year, I have like quadruple that. So
let's
no, I have way more.
Let's
I-
make it quick, but let's go through each day what you have. So just
All right.
I know it's going to be a lot, but I want people to see what exclusive stuff that we're going to bring you guys for those that are watching and listening, just to show that, just to see that you guys, just so you know what is going to be coming from us. That's from us.
Yes.
So
Yes.
not just from IGN or some random people. This is stuff that Ryan's going to actually ask questions and get deep into this and get his own pictures. So it's not going to be copied. So Ryan, let's go ahead and start down that list of everything you're going to do.
All right. So Tuesday we're starting off. Well, okay. Let's start from the beginning. I'm heading down there Sunday. So we will be at the Xbox keynote, and we'll also be at the Bethesda keynote. Okay, so I'll be reporting there. I'll live tweet unless, I think the crew's going to be doing some live streaming as well and talking over it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's Sunday. Monday, I will be at the PC Gaming Show. I'll also be at the Ubisoft conference. And then got into the Sony conference. So I'll be at the Sony keynote. Sony. That's right.
You mean the good one, right? Got it.
I'm wearing all my Xbox gear. It's going to be incredible. I'm so
And you're just
excited.
going to want to just take it off in shame and wipe your tears, you fan.
All green. All green. I'm just wearing all green when I get there.
I own an Xbox.
see how many like fanboys I piss off.
I
So-
see things coming.
So noting he's going to get lynched the second day.
Yeah. So my
if
appointments
Ryan
are free for
survives,
you
let's
guys to take
continue.
over when I die on Monday. It's going to be fantastic. So, and then in between there, I'm going to be at EA Play and hopefully get some hands-on with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Need for
Yes.
Speed and, a couple other things over there. And so then the actual appointments, the actual E3 happens.
Then you're actually working now, right?
Now I'm
This is where-
actually working. Yeah, instead of just, jerking off and just hanging out and watching.
sitting in a
bunch
chair
of
with a
crap.
bunch of 1,000 other sweaty dudes watching
Oh.
screens go.
Oh man, the
Stop
auditorium's so
enjoying.
stinky, man. It's gonna be amazing. So Tuesday I have appointments with Team 17. So I'll be seeing Genesis Alpha 1, Yoku's Island Express, The Escapist 2, and Avon Colony. Okay, so that's
gonna be
gonna
awesome.
be my Tuesday. All right.
Escapist 1 was awesome. And Admin
It
Colony
was.
was awesome. So you're going to have a great time on Tuesday. I can't
Yeah,
wait
that's
to
gonna be a
see
lot
what's
of
going
fun.
on.
And then probably on Tuesday, I'm gonna have to stay in line for something. It's probably gonna be Mario. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do Far Cry 5, and we'll see how the lines go, and it's gonna be nuts. Wednesday is going to be insane. So
Mhm.
your boy got an appointment with Activision.
What?
So I will be
Nice.
I'll be hands-on with Call of Duty and hands-on with Destiny 2.
Oh.
And then there's going to be a special, kind of like a theater presentation. So I think they're going to be showing off some single player for Call of Duty. We'll see how it goes. And then I have appointment with Rebellion, who recently came out with Sniper Elite 4. So they have 2 games. One of them is Rogue Trooper. And that one, it's based off a comic with, was it 2000 AD, if I remember correctly? Yeah. So, you guys who did Judge Dredd. So, and then they just announced it, a day or 2 ago? But Strange Brigade. I'll be checking out Strange Brigade.
This looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm so stoked. I'm so excited for it.
does look fun.
And I will be bringing some interviews with the developers at Rebellion. So stay tuned for that one. After that, I'll be checking out Kingdom Come from Deep Silver.
I've been
That
waiting for that
actually
game forever.
interesting.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one a while back.
We lost
Yeah,
hope,
it-
but keep going.
It looks cool. And then I'm going to be heading over to Maximum Games and checking out Dead Alliance and the Golf Club 2. So one's a multiplayer shooter
Oh, great.
with zombies, and then I'll be playing some golf in the
So
evening.
golf
You're
club
gonna
is
be
a
spending the last
multiplayer
day on the
shooter
golf
with
course.
zombies?
Yeah, apparently not. Apparently not. It's a melee action game. It's gonna be cool.
Oh.
So Thursday is gonna be
It's this
insane.
ham day. It's the same.
Yeah, that's gonna be nuts. So I'm gonna be checking out Evolution. So that trailer came out a little bit ago, but fighting 50-foot orgs, it's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm gonna check out a new game from Crytek called Hunt Showdown.
Ooh,
So that'll be after that.
Crytek. You just name dropped
Yes.
Crytek. I'm excited.
Yeah,
No,
no.
and he has an appointment with them.
It's been a while since they've done anything good, though. Like, Crytek hasn't put out anything good. Their big thing has been their engine, and that's the only way they're surviving right now.
Yes, I agree.
Fingers
But-
crossed. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good presentation.
If it looks crappy, we'll just let Matt review it because he likes the shitty game stuff.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Let's go.
No,
Keep going.
Don't
What's
worry.
next?
I'm gonna also find as many tank games as I possibly can for you guys.
Make sure to send them to Nathan there.
Yeah, Nathan, you got it, buddy. All right.
I'll take any tank you throw at me.
So after my Crytek appointment, I'm going to be over at Focus Home Interactive, and we're going to check out Vampire.
Nice.
Vampire?
Vampire.
I'm saying that wrong. Vampire. Thank you. I'm going to pronounce this wrong too. Call of what is it?
Cthulhu.
There you go. Oh, yeah. I'm not. Nope. I'm just going to say, hey, that game. I like that game.
Call of
Call of Cthulhu. That's what I'm going to say.
Get the fuck out.
Don't worry, it's gonna be hands-off presentation. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. And then something called A Plague Tale, also from Focus Home Interactive. So after
I hope that's a humorous game with the name of Plague Tale. God, I hope that's humorous. Otherwise, it's gonna be the darkest game.
It's just gonna be Ring Around the Rosie, like competitive Ring Around the Rosie.
It's like cool. Theme Hospital, but everyone has
Red
the plague.
Rover, Red Rover.
Yeah.
Right over.
After that, I'm going to be heading over to Polyarch. And so I don't know if you knew this, but Polyarch has some former Bungie, whatever, Bungie developers. So they have an untitled VR title that I'm going to check out. So I actually get to see a VR title.
That's untitled.
It is untitled. Untitled VR. It's going to be great. Then after that, oh yeah, it keeps going. After that, I head over to 50.
But wait, there's more. We lost Ryan. Ryan, your mic died. Hold on.
Oh,
See you in a few minutes.
There we go.
We thought there was more, but then
And
Ryan
we
died.
cut him out. We lost you, Ryan. I don't know what happened. His microphone's having issues.
Technical
Oh
difficulties.
gosh!
So I'll keep going since
Bounce on back in.
All right. So the from Polyarch VR title, his schedule goes to 505 games. They have the last day of June. Indivisible, that actually looks kind of slick.
I played the
Bloodstained.
beta of that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. It was rough.
Is it?
Yeah.
So he's going to check that out. Bloodstained, and he's also going to do an untitled IP from the Ollie Ollie creators. If you guys remember, Ollie Ollie was like a pretty intense skateboard game. It was actually fairly difficult. And they made two of them. They made a ton
Wasn't
of
it like
money.
an endless runner? Like you kept going and
Kind of be, yeah, just skateboard, need to keep doing tricks and all that kinds of fun stuff. Then from there, once he's done with 505, he's going to THQ Nordic. He's going to check out, is it Elex? I think his name? Elex?
Yeah, Elix.
Elex. Oh, you're back. Hey.
Yeah, sorry, Nintendo gave me a call. I had to take it real quick. Don't worry about it.
Did they?
Oh, Nintendo just gave you a call. That's
Are
like
they actually going to
Did
do
they
something
tell you
with
that
you? Or
there's
they're
no
gonna shit the
Pokemon
bed
game
like
coming
a-
out?
NBD.
I got kind of,
NBD.
I don't know. They didn't want to disappoint me, so I had to take that. I'm just
I think
sorry,
they
guys.
did that already, didn't
Yeah,
they?
I'm sure they already
Oh.
disappointed millions. Sorry.
that's so terrible.
Wait, you weren't waiting for Pokemon Deluxe? Are you kidding me?
I just want,
Or any Pokemon on the Switch?
Let's move on. Come on.
Yeah, we don't want to piss off Matt right now.
Yeah, we
Okay.
already had the Switch,
Salt
Switch
Hills.
discussion.
Yeah, so yeah, Elix, and Spellbound 3. So yeah, in between all that, I'll try to see some more games and just
Ryan's
report
probably gonna
on
take a nap.
everything.
He needs
You
to
need
take
to
a nap
go.
and eat sooner or later.
You need to go give
Who
Mike
wants to
Chapman
eat?
a high five.
What is
Dude, I'm gonna grab his ass. Are you kidding me? I love Mike.
Say what?
Mike, you and Mike are like
Say
this.
word.
Mike Chapman.
that booty grab?
Dude, I love Mike. Mike's the best.
All right, so moving on. There are the conferences that Ryan's going to be at that he mentioned, and we're actually going to try to live stream, live reaction each one of those. Hopefully we can. Hopefully there's going to be someone online. If I'm going to do it by myself, I'll do it by myself. If one of these guys can do it, we're going to find a way to do it so Ryan isn't trying to bust his balls getting everything on there. But he
It's fine.
can, because we're going to use Google Hangouts and do the YouTube streaming, he can also hop in on his phone and give us a little what's up and how everything felt, and whether there were boos or fights or tears sobbing.
I'll call you
for-
guys from
for conferences.
the press mixer before the Sony conference.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Lovely.
Drink. He's like, Ryan, you don't drink. I know, but it's free. I'm just holding it, making it look
I'm
like
just holding it.
I look cool.
I'm
It's
gonna
like a
dump the alcohol in the bushes and just take the cups and just like yoink.
All
all
right, so
about that
moving
Sony
on.
experience.
We're gonna break down the big three. which is Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony. We're going to go through each one of those games. I'm going to list all the games, and if anyone has anything to say about those games, we're going to dive into them. If not, we'll just move on. So Nintendo has 3 games
No
they're
press
showing this
conference
year.
again.
Yeah, Nintendo has got to pull their head out of their ass sooner or later. They got 3 games. Maybe one of them's worth playing. ARMS, Splatoon 2, and Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey is going to steal the show, obviously. There hasn't been much footage of this game besides him running like this and jumping over a couple things. Nobody knows what the hell's going on.
Everything else has been
Splatoon
seen,
2,
so
I'm not excited about Splatoon 2 or ARMS. I never played Splatoon 1, but I hear it's pretty fun multiplayer.
It's fun.
But I don't know if you
I
guys
will
have
tell
anything.
you, I actually have played both of those games at the Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch event before they actually launched the Switch. It was a week prior in San Francisco.
Yeah.
They've already done enough on ARMS and Splatoon, so it's just rehashing old. They're just making people play it. So Super Mario Odyssey is the one game that everybody really wants to see.
Yeah.
I just think Nintendo's. I don't know if they're holding out for a special game they want to surprise everybody with, because I'm really keeping my fingers crossed on one in particular. Metroid.
No Metroid.
Oh, okay, Metroid, yeah.
Metroid.
I can wish. I can wish.
Hey, the wish list is next, so that's fine. We'll mark that down as a wish
That's
list.
fair. That's fair.
But does anyone have anything they want to see out of Super Mario, or any features or something that you want announced that's not announced? Wish list. Metroid's one of them. Does anyone have anything else they want to hear from Nintendo?
Fucking
A new
Pokemon, any fucking type of Pokemon game for the Switch. That's not
that or a
trash.
new IP that's actually awesome.
No,
New
Nintendo
IP.
doesn't do that. No, don't. That's blasphemy. We're not going that far.
Literally in my notes, I put wish list doesn't matter because it won't happen. So I don't have anything. I got nothing for my
That's
wish
fair.
list for Nintendo.
That's
The
fair.
only I said this during our Switch announcement, and I really want Street Pass to come on these goddamn Switches. Like, I have no reason to
Yes.
Why?
like why?
Why?
What do you mean why?
Street Pass is fucking stupid. Like,
The Street Pass was a brilliant idea because it
It's
got you to
dumb.
take your device with you, even if you weren't going to play it.
you don't
So-
do that anyway.
No. I'm
You
not
don't
going to go be a pedophile and go sit out a 3rd grade class when I go play Pokemon.
Oh,
You know, it was a lot easier to take my 3DS with me to Best Buy because everybody just came to the store and I just got tagged over and over again by
Yeah,
their
But
3DSs.
let's think about it. E3, hello, there's like a million fucking people going to be running around with these things. Just
No, like, it's a cool
because-
feature. I just don't.
That's true.
I don't think it's a huge thing that, like, I don't know. Like, I never
No.
saw the point in it. I don't know.
It was fun. I had a good time going to like an airport and tagging all these people from around the world and seeing my map grow. That was awesome. And I think something like that needs to start, or this Switch is gonna die real quick. They need some more features
Switch
in the
is
system, not
games.
just games though. They need
more
games.
games. I'm still on the fence about buying one
Don't buy
because
one.
I played the Zelda game and I'm like, it was great, loved it, glad I played it.
I haven't even beaten the first dungeon yet. That's how shitty I don't even play it anymore.
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
guys.
I want to jump in there real fast though. I did play the ARMS test punch or whatever they
Yeah.
call the other day. I was not gonna buy ARMS at all. Did not think it was gonna be cool at all. And then like that hour I played, I was like blown away. I was like, this game's fucking awesome. Like, super
Yeah.
awesome fighting game. Like, I don't.
I think
know
it's. I
fighting
wanted
games,
to test
but-
it like demo. I did not have a chance to do that, but
Yeah.
maybe I'll give it a chance.
But
Maybe
I
not.
did want to say like ARMS is coming out. I think like just a week or so after E3. So I do think there's gonna be a big push on ARMS because they're gonna try to
Actually,
like,
ARMS
hey,
comes
sell it.
out the same weekend.
Does it
I
really?
think it's
Thought
the
it comes out.
16th or something like that. It comes out.
Yeah, you may be right. It's not. It's really close to E3. So
I'm gonna check that out real fast.
I am going to have to agree with Matt. You have to try to play it because I felt the same way. And when I got to test it, I was impressed. It's kind of fun.
Yeah,
All
ARMS
right.
comes out June.
My Switch is on
14th,
its
so yeah,
dock.
that weekend.
yeah. Okay. So anything else? Anything else anyone wants to see from Nintendo that we haven't already mentioned?
I think they're gonna show Super Mario Odyssey stuff, and I think it's gonna be super underwhelming.
Oh, are we
I
doing
think
the actual
people
wish
are
list now?
expecting the world.
Yeah, we'll just go off whatever you want. Yeah.
There's gonna be super disappointed with whatever they show for Super Mario.
Really? You think?
I'm-
you think
Yeah.
it'd be disappointing. Okay.
I'm hoping to see something from the SMT franchise that they were showing
Oh.
in Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to happen for a while, probably, but if they showed anything or a name of what it's going to be, I'd be happy.
But didn't Nintendo say that everything at A3 is going to be released within 2017?
Well,
I thought
I
they
think-
said that.
I think it was supposed to be within 2017. This game might have been coming out, but end of the year,
Really?
possibly.
Because like they didn't
I
have
don't know.
anything at the event. Like I don't know. Just that little trailer.
Which hasn't had anything since it released.
I know, but still.
No, but yeah, if they come out with anything SMT showing, that would be awesome.
That'd be
Just
epic,
even a
yeah.
name would make me happy.
Well, even just a newer like online interface or something, or the virtual console. I like to see more connectivity options on the Switch itself. So maybe they'll show that at E3.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I'm hoping for that. I'm also hoping for a little, like I'm sure there's going to be a couple remakes floating around or sequels.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned before, I want to see Star Tropics 3, but I know that's not going to happen. For Christ's sake, I know it's not going to happen. We lost Ryan again, but
I think they need to talk
He'll
about
come
Virtual
back.
Console. Like they have to talk about Virtual Console. If they don't talk about it now, I don't think it's like ever going to happen in anytime soon.
I don't know if they'll
Because,
announce it though. Aren't they? Are they even having? Are they even having anything going on or no?
I mean, what?
they're not,
I don't
right?
know. Like, I mean, they
Well, I
said
read an
Virtual Console
article
is
that
coming
said that
later
they're
this
gonna.
year.
Yeah, they did. I did read an article recently that says that Netflix they're taking a Netflix approach where they'll have a library of games you could subscribe to with the Nintendo subscription and just play games.
Like every other system. Cool.
Xbox.
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, Xbox games. Yeah, I want to play Xbox games on the Switch. Yeah.
Oh, what you mean the paperweight?
That's
Yeah,
an Xbox.
too soon?
Yes.
All right, we good on Nintendo?
I
Anything
think
else?
so.
Yeah.
I would
They're
want
kind
Monster
of a
Hunter
wild
coming to the
piece.
West. Like Monster Hunter coming to the West would be great.
Oh, Monster Hunter is it's getting the thing on Switch, the double X
Yeah, but that's-
generations or
Yeah,
whatever.
no West release date yet, which is disappointing.
Of course. It's
Well,
never
they
gonna-
said early 2018, didn't they?
That's for Japan. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Please make a Metroid
okay.
game.
So we're gonna move to Microsoft while Ryan is out the office because between him and Kurt, they're the only ones that are Xbox exclusive. Well, then the Switch, I guess.
What's an Xbox exclusive? Isn't that also PC?
Yeah.
That's
it is
fair.
now.
All right. So the games they have announced for sure. At least these are the big ones. They have Sea of Thieves, which is I think their headline. I don't think they're gonna get any bigger than Sea of Thieves that are over there right now. State of Decay 2. Which the first one was actually pretty fun.
So
Fable
good.
Fortune, which is a card game. We threw an article up on that recently. Forza 7. If you're into racing games, that game actually looks really beautiful. Gigantic is a MOBA. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. I was playing the alpha, but I think it's gotten a lot better. I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, I had alpha for that too. It didn't interest me much.
Yeah, it was.
Play
It was
Paragon.
so.
It's also a MOBA, so
Phantom Dust, I actually don't know anything about. I haven't seen it in Voodoo Vince Remastered, which is remastered. So, out of all of these games, me personally, I'm super excited to see Sea of Thieves. Ryan was lucky enough to get an interview last year, and it went really well.
Mike.
And- what?
With Mike Chapman,
Mike.
the
Mike-
man.
Mike Chapman. Earlier in the year, Ryan, Kurt, and I were lucky enough to hop on the alpha for a little bit, and we had a blast. And it was very, very limited alpha. And I remember there was an issue because my microphone wasn't working for whatever reason. And I was screaming, literally screaming in my house because there was a bug and nobody can hear me. So I'm running around trying to like drop all the all the sales and get everything. I turn around and all these motherfuckers are playing instruments, like dancing around with each other.
yeah.
Assholes. Let's get going.
That's a game that like definitely like I played in one of the alphas or whatever.
Mhm.
And it's one of those like I played with a pickup group, and it's one of those where instantly we were just working together and all communicating, and like 5 minutes after meeting these people, like I'm like these dudes, we were like running the ship. And like I think that game, like people laugh at it and scoff at it and kind of write it off, but I think like if you're not going to play it, then like I mean you got to play it first to see how good it is, and I think it's pretty epic.
Yeah, it looks really good, and it's cross-compatible with Windows 10. So we definitely want to jump on that when it comes out. We're going to have much more information because they seem to
There's
like
no
Ryan
reason.
out of that. So we should be good.
Yeah, there's no reason not to own it. Like I've done 3 alpha sessions now, and each time it gets better. They're doing more animations, more character models, more like there were freaking sharks in this last play
Yeah.
alpha that I was in, and they came after you, and it was crazy. So It's gonna be fantastic, and it's gonna be great when it's polished. So I mean, if this is how good it is in the alpha, I've got really high hopes for it.
The sharks need laser beams attached to their heads or no game.
You know, they don't deserve a warm meal. These particular sharks.
Yeah, we had a race. We went to the pub, whatever it was, and we drank as much as we could, and we had a race back to the ship. And you don't run straight when you're hammered. So you were literally I was running in a straight line. Luckily, somehow got out the door, and then I immediately just stumbled off the dock. So I was drunk swimming like half a mile the wrong direction because he wouldn't turn, and he was just swaying in the water. I almost made myself seasick. It was pretty disgusting.
And then you just start spewing.
Yeah, you guy throws up everywhere. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Well, at least it was in the water.
It's like real life. We're throwing up on each other. But yeah, that game looks great. Like I said, State of Decay 2. The first one wasn't a massive title, so I think that'd be all right. But I don't know if anyone else has anything from Microsoft that you really want to see.
I want to see more from We Happy Few.
Yeah.
That
the
looks
preview. I got into the preview, and it's a really interesting game. I put probably 10 hours into it so far, I think, and which pales in comparison to a lot of other people that are out there really, working this, helping them out. But that compulsion team is fantastic. They put out some great product, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out of them.
I hope they do have more information on that, because I feel like they hyped it up, and it was like it was a surprise smash last E3. And it's like, but it's a preview, and you're like, oh, it's not even a real game yet. That's cool. Thanks for jerking me off and not letting me finish it.
Happy ending without a happy ending.
Yeah,
that's what I announced earlier from that. We Have a Few. They said aren't they making like a TV series or a full feature film or something based on?
I heard that. Yeah, they're like, the story is so good they want to make it into a different medium. It's like, can't you just finish the fucking medium you're on first before we start moving to something else? Like, Jesus Christ.
Really quick on that note, Castlevania, Netflix.
Yeah, Castlevania, Netflix.
That is true. I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome.
That looks awesome.
Wish list from Microsoft.
Crackdown.
Yes, Crackdown is fucking awesome.
That should
I want to see the Scorpio. Like,
you want to see what?
I want to see the Scorpio. I want to see what the Scorpio has to offer. I want to see what's it gonna do. I mean, I want to know more about it. Like,
they really talked about it, and they showed off the specs, and I think that's all they have so far, right?
Yeah, tell me why I'm gonna buy this. Tell me what this is gonna do for me as a consumer. Like, I'm gonna buy this $600 machine. Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Honestly, I want them to say they're getting rid of the Play Anywhere model. I want them to bring exclusive.
That would be the dumbest idea ever.
It would not be, because they're destroying their Xbox market with the Play Anywhere model. There's no reason to buy an Xbox when you have a PC, because every exclusive is technically not exclusive. It's on PC. Why would I buy an Xbox when I have a PC that can run it?
Because you're still going to buy the game, and Microsoft still gets money from you buying the game. They don't care if you buy an Xbox.
Why would they not? They need to make some money off of it. They need the money for the system that they built.
Nah.
I think it's the only way to get PC people back to Xbox Live and pay their monthly yearly fee on it, to be honest.
The issue that I have with Microsoft in general is they always boast about specs and techs and Scorpio this and I remember when the Xbox 360 was the system to play on, and ever since the Xbox One came out, there's no exclusives. There's no reason for me to buy it. Everything I have on PlayStation 4, and just like Dan said, I can play it on PC, save for the Halo Master Chief Collection and Gears of War 4. Well, actually, no, Gears of War 4.
Gears of War 4 you can play on PC.
No, you're right. You're right. I forgot about that. So what I want from Microsoft is just to show me a reason why I need the Scorpio. Give me games. You can't sell a console without games. You just can't. Nintendo proved that when they released the GameCube?
The Wii U?
The Wii U was the best example. Yeah, thank you. The Wii U.
Like the GameCube.
Games. Well, the GameCube came out, and they had Luigi's Mansion, if you want to remember way back when. And then it just took them a while to get that thing taken off, and then they just ended up making the Wii instead.
I think, for me, I think, I don't know. This is a whole different discussion where we're getting off of the E3 topic, but
that's fair.
I came back at a good time.
Yeah,
maybe we should save this for some other time. I don't know.
That's true, but I think a lot of companies make bread and butter on the software they're selling, and that especially in the first year or two, they're even taking losses on consoles. So, I think to build that market, they're opening themselves up, anyways. But yeah, I'd be interested in more of the Play Anywhere information, see how that's going to work out. Whatever, will Xbox players be playing with Windows 10 players? Or are they going to kind of like split their player base that way? How's that going to work? So on and so forth. But
Okay, sorry, I take the blame for that tangent.
That's fine. It's all good. Ryan, are you back?
We'll see.
welcome back.
We went through Microsoft and we reminisced on some of our tales of the Sea of Thieves alpha that we had.
Yes, sir.
Running puking everywhere.
Before we end Xbox, my whole point was I just want to be excited about Xbox. I want them to show something that blows my mind away. That's the whole point. I was
Totally
trying to
agree.
make.
Oh, there we go.
I missed
So-
that.
I'm going to agree with you, Hope. I think last year's E3 was a bust. And especially like 20 minutes, they were awkwardly showing the HoloLens on Minecraft.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird.
Was that last year or the year before? Either
don't
way,
remember.
it's still awkward.
Either way, it's just, they were awkward every year.
You remember Conquer on the HoloLens, that demo?
I think it was a
God.
couple years ago, actually, because I don't think anyone remembers last year's Microsoft.
Was it last year?
We all remember because we're nerds.
So, Ryan, before
Yeah.
we move on, anything you want to talk about the Microsoft games that are announced, or wish lists, or predictions?
Are we doing predictions?
We'll do anything.
Go for
Okay.
it.
All right. I didn't hear your guys' predictions, so I don't know if I'm stepping on anyone's
You weren't
toes.
even here. What are you talking about?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think it's more of a wish list than predictions so far.
Oh, okay.
Go.
All right. So I got a lot of predictions. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Is that it? We'll
everyone-
see what happens. That's my prediction.
Everyone wants Scorpio to be $399, so that automatically means it's going to be $499.
Who the fuck thinks it's gonna be $399?
Oh, get on Twitter, my friend.
Really?
You'll
Oh my god!
find
Like,
all
I'm
sorts-
expecting to pay $700, $800 for this system. Like,
Oh no! Oh, it's not gonna be that high. No
I
way.
know,
it's
but that's what I'm
gonna
saying.
be
Like,
that
that's what I'm going in expecting. Like,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
these
yeah.
people expecting to pay $400.
high. No,
for
it's unbelievable how many people say it's gonna be $399, dude. I'm like, I know. No, it's not.
No.
Didn't Phil
the
Spencer
hell is
specifically say on Twitter it's going to cost a premium price?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And then
With the air
people
quotes
are
on
like,
Twitter.
right. Well, and then they're like, well, maybe
a
it'll go
gift.
to like $450. It's like, no, it's not gonna go $450. It's gonna be expensive. It's not gonna be like Xbox One with a Kinect expensive. That was stupid.
God.
But
Oh, God.
at least with this, there's some, a little bit of power to it. I'm predicting an open beta for Sea of Thieves this winter, and then a release in spring 2018.
Damn it, that pissed me off so bad. I wanted this year.
I thought it was supposed to be this year, wasn't it?
No, they haven't. talked about
They've
release
never
date.
talked about it.
No
They might-
dates. They've never set a date ever.
I tried when I talked to Mike. I tried.
Well, you talked to that son bitch when you got there this weekend. And you tell him,
So, bitch, you're going to tell me a date right now.
You tell me right now.
well, you're smack in the mouth. Okay, so my one prediction before we move on is I think Microsoft's finally going to get in the VR game, and I think they're going to announce some sort of piece of equipment, or announce that the Oculus or the Vive is now compatible with it, and they're going to start showing games.
The
I have a feeling
Microsoft
something's going to
HoloTube.
happen.
I think it's gonna be Oculus.
Yeah, they already have a partnership with Oculus.
Yeah, they already have a partnership, but
I don't think Oculus
right
versus
now.
the
I
Gear.
believe the drivers work on the Xbox One if you just plug it in, but there's no support, nothing.
Isn't Oculus just Valve?
But they'll recognize there's an Oculus on it or whatever it is.
No, Oculus is Facebook.
Is it? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Rift is what's the other? Vive is Steam,
Oh,
Right.
okay.
but it's
Okay.
made by HTC. So
Anyway, I have a feeling that's probably going to be announced unless anyone. I can't think of anything else.
I mean, so Phil Spencer on Twitter today said that the conference is gonna go longer than expected because they're gonna talk about more games.
Thank
that-
you. Thank you.
well,
That's what I want to talk. I want the games. I'm excited.
But is it gonna be like new
But is it a bunch of
IPs?
shit like Voodoo Vince remastered?
Or no. Or like, watch, $5. They're gonna talk like month by month of what games are gonna go on that Xbox Game Pass. Like that's gonna be their more games. We don't know.
Like,
That'd
let's,
be
they
sad.
can do that on a tweet. You don't have to fucking waste 15 minutes of E3 time to tell you.
pre-announced
We're going to
real
have
now.
all these retro games to play on there. We're going to play Earthworm
Spoiler
Jim
alert.
4K.
Compatibility Plus.
Spoiler
I will
alert,
say-
it's Microsoft.
I will say I'm glad that he did mention that. So we're just gonna have to see what the games are.
Yeah,
I don't think we're gonna get a lot of launch titles with Scorpio. I think that there are gonna be some games that are delayed, like Crackdown 3, which sucks because I really want to play it, but I don't think it's gonna be available. And then my last prediction is that they will say either past, present, future, referring to like backwards compatibility, or giving gamers choices. Those key phrases, and I'm going to say about 15 times.
That's gonna be only 15.
Oh no, I'm lowballing it. It's going to be like
over
in
under
the 30s.
What's the over under on one of your special phrases?
I mean, giving gamers choices easily could be like once every 10 minutes.
They're already using the hashtag past, present, future.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They're going to repeat it over and over again.
I would get up and leave.
Okay,
so and just shit on the floor.
25 over and under. That's our over under. 25.
Okay.
We'll make that our.
I like it.
Ryan, don't even pay attention to the games. Just count how many times they say it. Don't worry about anything else.
Yep, I'll be like, hey, what did Phil say about the price? Oh, F it. Past, present, future. Okay, 2, 3, 4.
And
Got it.
they'll probably also announce a Halo game just for the fuck of it. I'm pretty sure. So I'm sure it's going to be
do a
something.
giveaway.
I said Halo 6 isn't going to be there.
343 already said that they're not going to have Halo, but then there's people that are like, there's
It may not be there, but they'll
Never misdirection.
they'll mention it anyway.
I hope so. Anyway, keep going.
E3 is all about surprises too, so we'll see.
That's
Yes.
right. I'm the only one who's excited for it. You guys
I do
hate my
disagree though,
excitement.
Ryan, that like the launch title, I think, well, I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe I misinterpreted what you said, but I think Forza 7 will be a pack-in launch title with Scorpio to like showcase.
Yeah, Forza for sure.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
you're
That
right.
showcase
sounds
the beauty of
logical.
it.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I only mentioned just at least like 5 launch titles. So I mean, Forza for sure, it's got to. Maybe the Shadows of Mordor, that would be one.
Ooh, the Shadows of War. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's got to.
That'd be
It's
so
got to.
great.
Okay, moving on.
Can we please have a Cuphead release date, please? Please,
Oh yes, Cuphead. I forgot about that.
please.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, okay, we can go to
47 years, like.
Let's go to a company that seems to care about games.
Yeah,
Sony.
my favorite console. I love Sony.
Yes.
Hey guys, you want to play Spider-Man? Wait 3 years.
Yeah.
So
Hey, how about God of War? Here's 4 years. Wait for that one.
hey,
Let's announce a bunch of games that are way out in
Caring
development.
about
Still
video
coming.
Oh,
games.
you guys
Get
want
the hell outta
exclusives?
here.
Don't talk to Microsoft.
yeah. So Sony has a large list of games. Like everyone kind of already joked about. A lot of these are going to be a little ways out, but we have
Little
some
wait.
of them are, some of them aren't. God of War, Last of Us 2, Gran Turismo Sport, Bloodborne 2, Days Gone, Death Stranding, Detroit Become Human, Dreams, Knack 2, Resistance 4, Project Oscar, which I have no idea about, Spider-Man, and Uncharted: The Last Legacy. They
Uncharted.
announced The Last of Us 2 and Uncharted while Noel and I, Noel's not here, we were at PSX. That was an amazing announcement the way they did all that. It blew our fucking minds, and it looks amazing. Out of all these games, everyone's going to want to see more of God of War. Everyone's going to want to see more Last of Us 2. Everyone's going to see more of Resistance 4. Knack 2 is going to be a niche. Uncharted, of course. But again, these probably aren't coming out this year. They're probably not going to come out maybe holiday of next year if we're lucky. But I think that their show is going to be probably more impressive with titles that people are actually like waiting for, sequels that people absolutely love, and there's a cult following of the original games. How do you guys feel on what's going on with Sony this year at E3? What they've announced so far?
I'm personally fine with everything they've announced, and if it takes them longer, fine. The games that have been coming out this year that we've been waiting for, honestly, the PS4 games have been stellar. They've been amazing. Horizon, I loved Horizon. Absolutely gorgeous game.
Awful fucking game.
I liked it. Okay, I like the game. Okay, calm down. I like the gameplay. I like the gameplay. The music was awesome, and the game is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, the story was a little meh. It was a little off, but I mean, everything as far as the way the game played, yeah, it was a little Tomb Raider-ish, but it was fun. The music was really good.
Yeah, I
And
watched you stream
the
that. It was
graphics-
pretty
Can't beat
awesome.
the graphics. They were
You
amazing.
should have had him review that game. Jesus Christ. Finally deleted it off my console. I was like, I wish I would have bought this physical because I could sell it.
All right. Anything about the games that are being announced, not old games?
Yeah, no, I think Last of Us 2, I think we're going to see maybe like a teaser trailer. That game is not far along in development enough to show anything substantial. Like,
No.
God of War, I think we're going to get a release date of fall. Gran
Next
Turismo,
fall?
no, this fall. This game's coming out this year, God of War. Like,
What?
it's coming out this year. It's coming out this fucking year. Mark
There
my
was a
words.
lot-
probably won't.
I'm predicting at least a spring release date for God of War. They did announce it last year, but they're probably still going to work on it. I don't think they're going to push
There
it.
was a lot done. There was that video they showed.
It
was
looked done.
pretty well,
It-
pretty clean for
It did.
being an
I think that's going to be their
announcement.
big announcement. I think it's going to be it's launching
It was a
holiday this
played
year.
demo. It wasn't just the in-game video. It was actually being played. So I was kind of impressed with that.
I still
Wait,
think
wait,
it's not
wait.
going to be till early.
Was it played?
Yeah, actually, yeah, he's right. There was demos being
It
played.
was
Yeah.
a played. Well, the developer played it, but yeah, it wasn't played on live. But it was played, and then they showed it. It wasn't just a video the whole time.
I mean,
You
I'd
could see him, like you
Oh,
could see him
okay,
just walking around, like he turns
Okay,
around.
I thought you meant like the cheesy having someone stand out there and play
No,
it.
no,
I
no.
couldn't remember if that
No,
was.
it was
okay.
it was
Yeah.
played. I mean, I don't think it was played live, but it was definitely recorded from gameplay.
I'd still
Bloodborne
say it'd
2
be
on
early
this list.
2018. But yeah, Bloodborne 2, you mentioned that. I don't foresee
I haven't heard
that.
anything about that.
I don't think it's a thing. That's an unconfirmed. I don't even think the company, as far as the company goes, I think they said that they weren't going to be.
It was announced on like different websites. They're saying Sony's bringing Bloodborne 2. So if it's not,
I have
that
not
was just
seen that.
it was just that was just the website I pulled this information from.
Okay. Oh, that'll be interesting, but that won't be till like end of 2018, more than likely.
Probably not.
Detroit's probably going to come out in 2020. Like,
No, I am actually
so bad.
expecting. I'm expecting
No, that's
Detroit
Death Stranding.
holiday.
Holiday.
Death Stranding, that's like 2030. Like,
Yeah.
PS5 launch title right there.
And
I have respect for Quantic Dream. I like Quantic.
Yeah,
Dream.
they're one of my favorite developers. David Cage, I love all his games, but they take forever to make, and
Yep.
he makes great games.
But it's
Hey.
worth it.
I don't care if they take forever, as long as it comes out and it's fun.
Exactly,
I can give
yes.
two shits on how late it comes out.
So I got a question for you, Sony guys. Do you think that Sony's going
Sony
to come
guys.
back? No. I'm serious. I'm wondering if you guys think that they are going to have an answer to the Scorpio, because the PS Pro was definitely not it.
That was part of my predictions. Their PS5 is going to be announced or some
No
sort of
way.
difference. 100%
I
guaranteed.
think so.
Woo!
100% guaranteed. He's got insider knowledge over here.
First
Okay.
on Game
They
Octane.
they are going to announce
No.
something, because the PS Pro did okay, but it didn't take off like people expected all the high def TV owners and stuff
No.
to go off of. But
I
no,
think
they-
I
they
think
have to
Sony's
announce
basically
something.
going to say, "Here's our answer. Here's all the games you want to play on the only system you can play. Xbox can do all the specs they want, but we have the games you want to play." They're just
I-
going to show a lot of games.
This is my extreme prediction. It's not going to be PS5. It's not going to be PlayStation 5.
PlayStation
going-
Vita Part 2.
It's going to have no, from this point out. They're going to get rid of numbers. They're going to start naming it like Scorpio and shit. They're going to get rid of the numbers because
Okay.
numbers can show too many consistency in comparing. So it's going to have separate systems. The PS Pro is going to become the new PS4. They're going to get rid of the old PS4 model. Everything's
I agree
going
with
to
that.
Pro is going to be the base model, and they're going to have something else come out.
Oh boy. Okay.
That is
That's
the
actually a
prediction.
good.
Here.
That's actually a good call.
What about their mobile
Okay.
platform? Aren't they supposed to bring PlayStation games to phones too?
They are, but I don't think that is going to happen.
Ever.
Okay.
See, here's the thing.
If they do, they look at the Switch, throw it in the trash, and make something completely different, because that
Just
was
make a Vita
not it.
too. Like, just make the fucking Vita better. Like, why can't you just do that? Why is that so hard? Like, the Vita is such a good. I have two Vitas sitting on my desk right now.
I love my
I
Vita.
love the Vita.
I
I love
love
my
my
Vita.
Vita too. I agree with you, Matt. I love the Vita too. They just ignore it, but yet they still put remote play on the packages of PS4 games.
Oh my God,
I
that's
love
right.
my Vita because of JRPGs though. So
I
Yeah,
agree, Dan. Dan, I
I
agree.
think-
JRPGs all day.
Sony has a niche in the mobile market for for great Japanese RPGs. But the problem is that the Japanese RPGs is a niche. There's only so many people are going to play, even though they're amazing. Not everyone's going to love it. But I would be very surprised if they announce a mobile platform. I wouldn't be surprised. I would believe it's going to be a different console. If it's not a upgrade or a successor to the PS4 Pro, it's going to be a mobile. I would agree to that.
No way.
I would
No
say that.
way. It's not happening. Here's why it's not happening,
Tell
Jason.
me why.
Sony's not afraid of Microsoft. They don't care that they're making Scorpio. They're not afraid. They got all these games. They have, again, Pro sales have been decent. VR sales have been good. They're not afraid of. They're just gonna rely on the PS4 for a while. There's
they're not afraid, but the Scorpio hype and the way people are like, oh my god, the Scorpio, and they're like, we can sell consoles for like $600. Are you fucking kidding me? Why don't we make one for $600 and fucking sell it?
The problem with that, though,
if they sell it for $600, again, we don't know. Microsoft can screw the pooch so badly in the next couple days. We know this. We know this to be true. So I think they're going to focus on games. And next year, if Scorpio does well, then they'll start talking about a new console. But for right now, they're good. They're sitting good. They're industry leader.
Jeffrey on chat right now, he says he agrees that the Sony-Microsoft rivalry is not the same as it was in the PS3 360 days. And I
agree. Yeah, I agree with that too.
Because I say in the PS3 days, Xbox 360 had a ton of shit. And Xbox sold so well that the Xbox One tried to capitalize on it, and there was like a bunch of exclusives right off the bat, and then it just shit the bed.
Yeah.
It's still a decent system, but it's not as the developers saw the Switch go, Xbox, and all of a sudden Sony is now.
Yeah, 360 was way above PS3 back then, and that was because mainly PS3 was so damn expensive when it came out compared to the 360.
Yeah, and it was late. It came out after. Then this time Sony went first, so everyone jumped on that. So I mean, it's a game, but I feel like the console mini upgrades are not done. It's going to continuously do that. Like I said, it may never go to a PS5. I think they're just going to keep adding code names to them. And they're like, oh, this one's just going to look a little better if you have these type of games. And, oh, this one's going to be better if you're playing online because it has a fucking 10 gig chip in there. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
So that is my prediction. I don't know if anyone else has any before we.
The Sony Gamebox Switch.
Well, no, I think we're kind of to the point where graphically it's gonna. I don't think we're ever gonna get to the point where graphics are gonna be so good that it looks like real life, like an actual moving, playable game. We're right to the point where visually, like I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's
I know where you're going with this, Kurt. I know where you're going with this, Kurt, but I feel that even with the current systems we have now, we still haven't unlocked all the power of these systems. But these new systems, they're more powerful, but they're making it easier for developers to code on it. That's why everyone's jumping on the new one, and it hasn't unlocked. I mean, they're still unlocking the power of the PS3, for fuck's sake. Like, there's still things that the CPU and everything's not running 100% on the games. So the hardware's getting faster than the games at this point. But before it was the other way around. You had the same piece of hardware for 8 years, and you're still playing games on it. Now it's like we're getting new hardware out because that's what people are bitching about. Everyone wants to have their Call of Duties and Battlefields look better than the gameplay. So the hardware is going to continuously keep doing that.
So one of the things that's got me maybe on the late adopter bandwagon for any of these newer systems is the fact that I'm going to need a 4K TV. I mean,
you don't require
anybody, right? They don't require it, but like if I want to get the maximum,
exactly,
I need to upgrade more hardware than I would have back, previous.
It's turning into the same issue that PC gamers have been dealing with for years. Like, I want this new game. Oh, I need it to look better. Now I got to buy a video card. Oh, I have a video card. My monitor sucks dick. Now I got to buy another fucking monitor.
That's right.
So it just keeps going and going and going and going. So, it's
except our monitors
console
are like
gamers are starting to
4
feel
times the size and the because it's not just a monitor; it's a television. So
we are gamers. We pay for greatness.
Yeah. Money is no object. Peasants.
I mean, I think both these systems, I think the Pro, the Xbox S, I think, the Scorpio and whatever Sony answers with, which I don't think they will because they have way more consoles than Xbox does. They don't need to fucking answer with anything.
Yeah, buddy.
But and that's coming from like Xbox guy, and I play my PS4 way more than I play my Xbox nowadays. But where's I going with this? So like I don't think it's like a premium product. You know, the Pro is a premium product. The S is a premium product. Like if you don't need to get that to play your games, and that's the beauty of consoles, is like you don't need the best, you know, the Xbox Scorpio, because everything on Scorpio will be able to play on Xbox One. So you can just sit on your day one Xbox and play on your CRT TV and have fun if you want.
Right. Exactly right. Man.
We good on Sony?
It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I think there's gonna be some disappointment.
Other predictions?
Just because release dates, they're not gonna announce anything. I don't think, and it's gonna piss people off.
But I think they're gonna show enough to quench your thirst. I think for a little bit.
If
all the games are like 2018, I'd be like,
So
thank you guys.
That's why
I have a couple others.
What's up?
Danny, go for
A
it.
couple others. Life is Strange 2.
Ooh.
And I want to see episode 1 before the holiday.
That'd
Why
be
is
cool.
that? That's not a Sony exclusive though.
It's Square Enix, but it is. They usually focused on PlayStation and Sony.
Yeah. Yep.
So
That's true.
it may, like, even on when it came out, like a couple months later, it popped up. You could get the first episode for free on PlayStation. So, and actually they have that on PC now too. But anyways, yeah. So I want to see like the first episode of that before the end of the year.
That'd be nice.
Then what else? What was shit? There was one other one, and now I forgot it. Just Life is Strange took up my life.
Is it some Japanese RPG that you? It's got to be somewhere in that realm, right?
I'll come up with it later if I need to. But yeah, the main one is Life is Strange was a big one, and Detroit Become Human. That was the other one.
I do want to see more on that one. I definitely do want to see more on that one.
Yeah.
So, out of the big three, does anyone else have anything before I move on?
The only thing. Oh, Hope, you're gonna say something. Go for it.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna say when it comes to Sony, with the E3 with the last couple of years, especially last year, they always had these grand shows. So I'm always expecting to see what's the next big thing. When they announced God of War, that came out of nowhere with a giant symphony, blew my mind away. I'm excited to see more about God of War, but I'm excited to see what Sony's gonna do to present something new. When they announced Resident Evil 7, they announced it at the Sony conference, and that blew my mind away. And I am begging and hoping to see a trailer for Resident Evil 2 remake from Capcom. That's my big hope.
A lot of people are
talking. And if they do, I think they're going to announce it on the Sony console conference, just like they did with Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, they have great showmanship.
That's my prediction.
I'm pretty sure you're probably out of all the predictions, especially my prediction. I think that's probably the closest one. I remember, like I said, I know Last of Us 2 and Uncharted were both shown at PSX, and that was amazing. Like back to back. Like I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I couldn't even look at Noel. He's like tapping my shoulder. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, we're busy. But it was it was really impressive. So yeah, Resident Evil 2, I can see that happening because remakes are the big thing right now because nobody has any goddamn original ideas. So
I think they're mention of a couple games in my chat. Beyond Good and Evil 2 and maybe a new Rayman.
I would go with that. What was the other one? The second one?
A new Rayman game.
Wouldn't that be Ubisoft?
I would not push that far because the last Rayman sold a shit ton of copies. It did really well. And it ended up being free on every console too. So,
I think we're going to see a Resident Evil, or not Resident Evil, I'm sorry, Final Fantasy VII, the first, because that's going to be an episodic game. I think they're going to talk about the first episode and how it's going to come to PlayStation first. And
I feel like people are misunderstanding when they say episodic 2, because when I hear episodic with Square, I think 10, 10-2, or 13, 13-2, 13-3. It's like it's a full big ass game, but they're going to split that into 3 parts, like those games.
It's not like Telltale with episodes and shows, and but you never know. We'll see when they.
And not with a crappy story like 10-2 and 13-2 and 13-3.
Who does Hitman? Who develops Hitman? Because those are
Hitman's trying to be sold right now. They're trying to sell the rights to somebody.
They're trying to hawk it right now.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Because I heard like some of the concepts that they were doing with the episodic Hitman, that it seemed like a really cool concept, that like each episode is a particular job, and then it's kind of almost a standalone game. I think that's a pretty cool concept, but it obviously didn't take all that well.
Yeah. I think for me...
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think for me, my only predictions, I don't think we're gonna see anything from Last of Us because it's still so new in development. And from what I'm reading everywhere, they're not gonna do anything with Spider-Man because they're also just early in development. I do think they're gonna show off some sweet VR titles. I don't know. I don't know how many, but I just have a feeling they're gonna have some really good ones. God of War in Detroit, I think we'll have a release window. I don't think it's
hoping
here,
for Detroit by end
It'll
of
be
the
like
year.
fall
Yeah.
2018-ish. Yeah, I get you. Windows.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But otherwise, I mean, they're gonna show off some kick-ass games that we're not even aware of and not even gonna be ready for, and it's
They're
gonna
usually
be,
good about
it's gonna
that.
be great. Yep, it's gonna be
Ryan,
awesome.
are you gonna go see the Bethesda conference? Because Todd Howard did mention Fallout 4 in VR.
Yes, I'm gonna be there.
They also
Awesome.
announced 2 IPs unannounced.
2.
That's right.
People
So,
think it's
okay.
gonna be Evil Within 2, and anyway, yeah, third party. Woo!
No, before we go there, I got a question to ask. I want everyone to answer one company out of the big 3 who has the most impressive lineup as of right now that you're most excited for.
Sony.
Yeah, Sony. It's going to be
Nintendo,
Sony
I
until
love
somebody
Nintendo, but no.
changes something up.
Ryan?
They've got the games I want to see.
I'm gonna say none until I get some release dates.
Yep.
Okay.
I think this year is going to be a huge just disappointment. Every console or every conference, I think, is just going to disappoint with Xbox isn't going to bring games. Sony's not going to bring games in this year. Nintendo's going to bring fucking nothing. Like I think it's going to be I think it's going to be one of those off E3s where it's like, hey, next year's going to be the good E3. Like, and we know that.
And I swear,
That's why
it's
they let
because-
all the consumers there this year. That's a big
right.
for this year's E3 is they're selling consumer passes, and
That's exactly
it's
why.
really busy. And they're like, "Oh, this is going to be an off year. Let's sell a bunch
You
of
could
these
be right.
consumer
You could be right.
passes."
Yeah, I don't know. Go see E3 Coliseum. Forget the games. Go to panels for $250. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah. So I would say just lineup wise, I would say Sony is probably going to have the strongest backing. I mean, game title wise, and probably surprises unless Microsoft has a big ass to pull some hat out of. But
Wouldn't that be like 3 years running now?
Yep. Yes, it would be.
I think it would, but we'll have to see. Ryan will be the first hand. He'll know before all of us because of the beautiful delay that we're going to get.
Crash
see it.
Bandicoot was just mentioned in my chat as well. When is
What
that?
was?
Is it not out of date? Crash Bandicoot?
It comes out end
June
of
21st or something.
We are
Yeah.
actually going to get to Crash Bandicoot in actually a
Oh,
second.
okay. Cool.
Nice.
Nintendo, Sakura, Nintendo pulling ahead with a Smash announcement.
No way.
Nintendo's going to show up.
What
with
I'm noticing
another
so far,
another
it's
laugh
it's
at
probably
the
gonna be a
asses
port.
of 20s.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a port. I mean, that's what the new Pokken tournament looks like.
What? Final Fantasy
Smash
Dissidia? Huh?
God damn it. Anyway, we're going to go through the individual companies. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly because we already hit our hour mark, I believe.
We're close.
So if anyone has anything to say on these titles under each company, hit me up, say something. Otherwise, we're just going to plow through these. Activision is guaranteed to bring Destiny 2, which Ryan's going to check out. We're going to bring Call of Duty World War II, which Ryan's also going to check out. And then Crash Insane is also slated to be there.
That's right.
Out
That
of
was
all
one.
those
That
titles,
was.
go for it.
Yeah, I was just say that was one title that my PR guy couldn't get me in to see Crash Bandicoot. But I was like, hey, I'll take the other 2. That's fine.
I think Call of Duty World War II is gonna blow us away. I think they're gonna. We'll go one of 2 ways. Either it's gonna be a really pretty looking COD2, or it's gonna be like it's gonna take us almost to the. And really, I think it has a lot to do with what they're gonna do with the multiplayer, and how that's gonna play out, and the way that.
Yeah.
So
just to jump in real quick, I feel I am over with World War II games. I've killed more Nazis than have actually been Nazis in real fucking life.
Boots to the ground.
With them doing a Call of Duty World War II, I feel like are they just remaking 2? Like I don't understand like where the whole process is behind it. But I wish these games that came out every year, like Call of Duty World War II and Battlefield 1 and whatever the hell they're going to go with it next, I wish they would just release more content because they never change. Like, give us $20 this year or $40 this year, and we can upgrade your game to the newest shit. I wish they would do that because I'm tired of seeing these Call of Duty games and they expect everyone to go hype over it, and you can even see in the crowd, everyone's like,
Yeah. Well, the problem with them is it's actually being made by 3 separate companies. Each company does a game every year, so they all have their 3-year span that they're being made.
Yep.
And
they actually probably should take a 3-year break.
Yeah.
But plot twist this year, COD will go into the Battlefield formula, and Battlefield will take the COD formula.
Right.
You might be onto something, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably will. The only game I'm super psyched on Activision is going to be Crash Bandicoot. Fuck, I love that game. I can't wait for that game to come out. Destiny 2. I played Destiny 1 for a week and I was done. So
Oh, no love
Destiny
for
only works well when you're playing with friends. I got bored when all my friends left to go play The Division, and I'm like, I haven't touched it since.
I beat Destiny 1. I had a good time with it, and I beat it in a week. And that was before they had any updates. I'm like, I'm done with this game. I literally don't need to do anything else. I've done all the storylines. I have no reason to grind. And then they're like, oh, we just had a huge update. I'm like, no, I'm already done with it. Sorry.
I miss Activision when they were linked up with DreamPod so many 20 years ago, and they had Mech
Jesus
Warriors.
Christ, you're dating yourself. All right, anyone else
I miss Mech Warrior.
on these 3 games? Anyone else?
I was just gonna agree with Kurt. I think there's gonna be something that's gonna bring gamers back to Call of Duty. I don't know what. I'm hoping I see something. Maybe in that theater, when I get the hands-off demo, because the demo is going to be multiplayer. Let's just be honest; they're not going to show any single player. But
Yeah.
I think they're going to do something. I don't know what it could be, but I don't know. There's just some excitement, and yeah, they're copying Battlefield, but that's fine. It just there's a little bit of excitement going on, so hopefully it's going to be good.
Ruben is asking if Activision will have anything from Blizzard.
No.
No, Blizzard does their own thing. They
BlizzCon.
I think most of it's at BlizzCon, but that would be actually pretty slick if they decided to throw a wrench in something and drop it. All right, moving on. Bandai Namco. They have Ace Combat 7, which we saw at PSX. It looks goddamn beautiful, but I would probably throw up playing that game.
VR support. I'm so pumped for that.
Yep. Untitled Tamagotchi game.
That's surprising.
And
Tammy
one of the
Kid.
hardest racing games of all time, Project Cars 2.
I'm expecting a new Tails game.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a yearly thing. I mean, Tails is basically released every year like a COD game, so yeah, I'd expect a new Tails game.
You probably are right. That'd be awesome. It's not listed yet, but that'd be a fun RPG to hint at it. Anything else from Namkai? Or Namkai, Tim putting them together.
Namco.
I got nothing.
Namco?
I got nothing.
And Namco.
Nothing? All right, moving on. Bethesda. Quick Champions confirmed. The Evil Within confirmed. And new IPs.
I actually got to play the beta of Quake, and it was really fun.
I heard it was
It's
really
super
awesome.
quick,
I did
yeah,
not
it's
get a
super
chance
quick.
to play it. I'm sure I'm too slow to play it.
It goes back to
my,
its roots, but it is super fast. So you got to be quick on that mouse.
my reactions have been so terrible since I've gotten older. I hate it.
Yeah, I hear that.
So new IPs, I don't even know what to expect because they're not remakes or they're not.
I
Like,
think people
it's
are
gonna be Fallout
misunderstanding
MMO.
new IPs. Like they didn't say like specifically like brand new IPs, did they? Like the way I understood it was like it's going to be different IPs. Like I'm pretty sure this is just my thing. Is like I'm pretty sure it's going to be Evil Within and it's going to be Wolfenstein.
Yep,
That's all I think it's going to be.
that's what I wrote down for my
The Evil
prediction.
Within is already there.
The whole 2 new IPs thing comes from like that picture they tweeted that was like Bethesda Land or whatever, and there was
Yeah.
like 2 rides under construction.
Oh, yeah, I remember that picture. I forgot
And
about
that's
that.
why everywhere got this like 2 new IPs thing because it's 2 rides under construction. I'm
Yep.
like,
You may be right, but
I
yeah,
hope I'm
supposedly
wrong,
somewhere-
but I'm like I would bet money on it that it's
Actually,
going to be
that's
Evil Within and
yeah.
Wolfenstein.
Here's what I think it's not. It's not Elder Scrolls 6, and it's not a new Fallout.
No,
No.
and that's what I wrote down for my
Fallout
predictions. That's what I wrote down for my prediction. It's like the whatever's under construction. We're going to be happy about, but at the same time, we're going to be bummed out because it's not Elder Scrolls 6 or a new
They need a
Fallout.
space RPG. Is what they need. They need to do a space one.
Yeah.
So, there is a rumor of one.
So that
So
I would
Blizzard
hope.
can't obviously deliver
that.
it. So
Take that rumor with a grain of salt, but there's a rumor.
all right, Capcom. They have Marvel vs. Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, which is basically a fighting game that's been around for a while. That actually looks really awesome, but I'm terrible at fighting games, so I'm kind of going to push that back.
I mean, the people who like those games, like that's a huge thing for them. I have a few fighting game fans, or fans.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes,
friends. And they're super pumped for that. I know Travis. You know Travis. I think
we know
introduced me to Travis. I know he was pretty excited for that. I believe. And it kind of looks up right up his alley if he's not. But yeah, I mean, I know it's a big game for Capcom and for them, but I mean, I'm super disappointed. I don't really care about it.
I think it's one of the few fighting games being released or announced at E3 that I know of. I think Street Fighter's already has its thing, and everyone else.
Yep.
And Mortal Kombat already they just released Injustice, so I don't think there's going to be much on the pipeline.
Well,
If I may,
Yeah.
I was going to say, the other thing I was thinking about Capcom that they might maybe show something that's a possibility. The DLC for Resident Evil 7, Not a Hero, was supposed to be out, and it hasn't. They said they were going to postpone it to make it better for the fans. So I'm hoping that I want Resident Evil 2 remake trailer, but I also want to see what's going on with this Not a Hero DLC.
Chris Redfield suck.
Chris Redfield hunk.
Moving on. Codemasters.
No, I actually have a prediction for Capcom. They're also going to announce, I'm guessing, 2 more characters for Street Fighter. I don't play Street Fighter, but I'm guessing they're going to announce new characters since they're there.
It probably will.
That's fair.
See, my prediction was going to be they're going to announce like a couple members of the Guardians of the Galaxy for Marvel vs. Capcom. Probably Rocket and Groot. That's my guess.
They probably will. That'd be a pretty cool tag team, actually.
I am Groot.
Codemasters is bringing Dirt 4, Micro Machines, and F1 2017. So it seems like they're only bringing racers out for Codemasters.
Has Codemasters always been that way?
For a while, actually.
Yeah.
They were working on like a World War II-ish like game. I know a long time ago. I don't know what's going on with it anymore. It's probably been canceled, but I don't know.
It probably has. Micro Machines is the only one I'm psyched on because I played the shit out of that on the NES.
I just remember playing the toys in the commercials with the guy who talks fast, so I'm interested just to see what the game is.
God damn it. All right. Anyone? Codemasters?
Nah, keep going.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Deep Silver has Kingdom Come Deliverance and Agents of Mayhem.
Kingdom
So
Come
they
looks
announced-
good.
Yeah, I'm excited to check that out. But they also announced Gat is going to be I don't know if he's going to be like a downloadable character or whatever for Agents of Mayhem. So yeah, they're bringing in some of that Saints Row stuff.
Yeah, and another character I got an email on this morning, but you have to it's like a half robot, half human, but you have to pre-order it to get it. I forgot the fucking name.
Dead Island 3. Or is it 2?
Oh, I hope so.
3. I think it'd be 3.
I would love Dead Island 3.
That'd be actually
Or
fun.
no, Dead Island 2.
Dead Island 2 was the last one. Dead Island 3 needs to actually be a thing.
But was it called Dead Island 2 or was it just Dead Island whatever main title?
Riptide.
Yeah.
Riptide was a different
okay,
type of
so
game.
it wasn't
Wasn't
2.
that
So
a
Dead
top-down?
Island 2 is what
Yeah,
we're
but-
looking
Right.
That was Epidemic. Dead Island Epidemic was the over-the-top one.
Okay.
But
Right.
Dead Island, and then Riptide came out. Then Dead Island 2 was announced, but nothing ever happened because they lost their funding or whatever, or their money.
So a Dead Island sequel. Got it.
Yeah, that trailer is still awesome.
Whatever the hell they want to
Yeah.
Okay,
Dead Island
so
1 trailer, I'll never watch again. Gets you right in the feels. Man.
that was
That
pretty
was a
intense.
beautiful trailer.
Oh, just man.
EA is dropping Battlefront, which Ryan
Yes, sir.
is going to grab.
I'm
Madden,
going to elbow some 13-year-olds out of the way so I can play it. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's
and
what
of
I'm
course you
talking
have
about.
Madden, FIFA, NBA Live, and you also have Need for Speed.
Correct.
Oh,
I'm actually
and-
really curious about Need for Speed. I want another Underground, like an actual original Underground Need for Speed.
Yeah, this actually looked pretty slick. They released the title for it, and I forgot to look it up. And they just had the trailer for it, too. It looks pretty slick.
Yeah. I'll try to check it out when I'm there. We'll just see. It's at a different venue, and they're doing it a little different where it's you got tickets, and then you just wait in line to go in. Last time they had specific times for you to go, different time slots, and it worked out really, really well. So I'm curious how this EA play is going to be. But I'll check it out if I can because there's some fun games. And then also Battlefield 1 will have show off their DLC.
Their
That's
DLC,
going to be out soon. So
I wasn't too worried about that. It's DLC. Announcing DLC.
Right.
is dumb.
Right.
I honestly wish they'd go back to the gun formula where you can actually customize your guns and not get the pre-made ones like they did with Battlefront, which is one reason I like Battlefront, but I don't. I like making guns. I don't like them being pre-made for me.
No, gotcha.
That makes sense.
Gotcha.
Are they going to show NHL at all?
NHL had a teaser trailer just released a couple days ago.
I thought they said watch see more at EA Play or whatever.
But I'm still salty over the fucking Joe Pavelski cover vote. So I'm not talking about it.
Matt, I'll check the email real quick. I don't think it was on the list, but I'll check.
I just hope so. Like I'm just hopeful. That's my game. Like that's the sports game I buy every year. That's the one I play. So I want to see more.
Yeah, I didn't buy last year's, but I've always loved playing.
Need for Speed Payback.
Payback. That's okay. That makes sense. Oh,
So
I was gonna
Need
say
for
pay
Speed-
something, but that makes sense.
So Need for Speed, Star Wars, Battlefield DLC, The Sims 4 mobile game, some new content for Titanfall. No NHL. So just FIFA, EA
More
Sport.
hockey for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming out. It's just they're not.
It might not
I'm
have
sure,
a bunch of
I'm sure they got a big push for Madden and FIFA. Those are going to be the next big ones because NBA is almost over. They're not worried about that. But
Yeah.
Madden's coming out right around the corner because the players need to report soon.
I'm going to make a prediction that there's not going to be a season pass for Battlefront 2.
Oh.
I did hear rumors that that's a possibility.
Wasn't that announced?
And
That
I'd
there's-
be okay with that.
That there's no season pass for Battlefront.
Yeah, they're going to do a season pass.
I'm so sick of season passes.
I know. Well, they did it for Titanfall. There's no season pass for Titanfall.
You know, look how well that game's doing.
Hey, well, they shouldn't
The
have released it
game's
a
good.
week after Battlefield.
Yeah,
No,
that
Titanfall 2
was-
is amazing.
How do you
love
compete
Titanfall.
with yourself? What the fuck are they thinking?
I don't know. That just was dumb. But Titanfall 2 is amazing.
Awesome. Such
Yeah.
a great game.
Yeah,
Anyone else?
they did report that they're not going to have a season pass for premium DLC.
Ooh. Hey,
Ah.
our first prediction is confirmed.
Well, no, that's confirmed because it was already confirmed before you said it. So, no. Moving on. Unless anyone else has anything in EA.
Now let's get going.
Konami, Metal Gear Survive.
I have a prediction for Konami, and my prediction is this. This is the last year you will see them at E3. They're just going to do Pachinko machines. They're just going to stick with Pachinko machines after this game comes out that nobody will buy. I will not buy this game. I refuse to.
You
I
might
am
be on
salty. I am salty about Konami.
Konami can burn in a fire and never return.
They're just making pachinko machine.
Hey, no.
Metal Gear Survive
That's
is
all they
actually a
do.
pachinko machine. That's all you're gonna go up there. You're gonna drop balls down there.
It's like
I think
Actually,
this game. I think Metal Gear Survive is
Ball.
going to be way better than people. Like people are going to be pissed off about Konami. What happened with MGS 5, but.
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen is like this game's going to come out and they're going to show it and people are going to be like, "Fuck, this looks really good." Like
Is
run
it
around with my buddy
enough to
Monster
save the
game.
company though? Because I don't think they're doing well.
Save the company, yeah, doing well. They make hand over fist on their fucking like not even joking. They're
Yes,
pachinko
okay.
machines.
I think it's enough to have them continue making video games.
They don't want to make video games. And no, honestly, you did forget one PES or whatever, PES, Pro Evolution Soccer. Konami like sells that thing
Yeah.
like crazy. Like that's
Yeah, true.
That's
But
pretty
not
money on
America.
that.
Okay, so I'd like to say something on the whole Konami thing. That is the best thing that could have happened to Hideo Kojima. I personally believe that.
Yeah.
Him
Yeah,
getting
because we're about to get
removed-
Death Stranding in the future.
No, I think he, with no bindings around him from Konami, I think he will grow way more than he already has. I
I
think
think
he's
it's just
way
gonna
better
release
off.
weird shit that Japan already does,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna blow.
And you
it's
know
not gonna
what?
Do good
I'm
in the
okay
West.
with
It's-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, more power to
Daniel's gonna play the shit out of it.
I just think Metal Gear Survive is gonna like. I think it's gonna impress people, and people are gonna be
Sleeper hit, you
off
think?
that they want to play.
It's gonna struggle to survive.
I actually appreciate your optimism, man. I really do, because not a lot of people out there, feel the same way. But you never know. We'll see. I mean,
Yeah, no,
I will
like, I'd love to
actually.
hate the game, but I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's gonna.
yeah.
I think it's
Matt
gonna be.
loves to hate everything.
Yeah,
You gotta get that. Matt hates fucking everything. So for him to say Metal Gear Survive, out of all the games we've talked about, he's actually excited about.
No, I'm not excited. I want
He's
you to
just
understand,
predictive.
I'm not excited. I think I feel.
I know.
oh
I'm
my
giving
God,
you a
that
hard
people are
time.
gonna
No,
like
explain
it.
yourself. Just Jason, you're an asshole. Move on. Got it.
If Konami just makes another Silent Hill game, then I might give them a pass. But that's
That would blow me away.
It'd be cool because I don't play those games, so I'm
We'll
good.
make Jason play it.
Yeah, buddy.
Fuck you guys in that Reddit zone. Oh, okay. Anyway, Sega has two for sure titles. They have Total War Warhammer 2, which is legit if anyone's played the Total War series, and Sonic Forces.
Fucking sucks.
Way to go, Sega. You are still behind the times. Speaking of Sonic Forces, I saw a tweet from Sonic the Hedgehog today because Buzzbee's coming back. I sent you guys the link.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Buzzbee is making a return.
Oh, I can now sleep at night knowing that Busby is coming back.
He's coming back. Let's
Good
go
for him.
to our next favorite thing we've already brought up multiple times. Square Enix,
Yay!
Battalion 1944, Dragon Quest XI, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Kingdom Hearts 3, The Avengers Project, and Guardians of the Galaxy. These are all games that
The Avengers Project, I'm really hoping to see something on that.
I'm going to say the same thing. I need the Avengers Project to be good because right now all the Marvel games suck balls.
Yes. But with Square Enix doing it, it might be worthy.
No, anything Square Enix usually gets their hands on, the story will be good, but the game may still suck ass. But the story will be good if you can suffer through it.
Yeah. Do you think that because Spider-Man is with Sony that it'll be also with Sony, like a Sony exclusive?
I think the opposite.
What will
I think
the Avengers Project?
I think Microsoft is going to put as much money behind the Avengers Project to get that exclusive for Xbox.
Okay. All right.
That's what I personally think.
It was just I was listening to one of the Kind of Funny did their predictions, and they brought that up, and I just thought that was really interesting. Like, what if they just ran the gambit and took all the Marvel titles over to Sony, and Sony would just develop them? That would be insane. But man, it would be cool.
I haven't heard that, but Square lately has been both. They've been releasing games for both the Xbox One and the PS4. At least this.
What's that Nier? What is it? Nier Automata?
Nier Automata is
Automata. There we go.
hands down one of the best games I have played.
He streamed it. Daniel streamed it for a bit. It was actually really fun to watch.
Yeah,
I
it was
beat
awesome.
It's got great reviews.
It is fantastic.
Because even the
It's just-
Final Fantasy
it's another
VII
win for
remake
Sony.
is multiple console, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Kinda.
even though that being the complete Sony exclusive to begin with, it's not anymore.
Same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3. They said they were going to release that on Xbox also, I believe.
Yes.
If anything, there'll probably be a timed exclusive. If anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing I forgot to mention when we talked Sony, is that they're going to have a lot of exclusives of you get this DLC first or you get this content first. They're going to have a lot of that crap.
I'm really hoping the Avengers Project is going to be a lot like what are those earlier Marvel games? There was two of them, and it was like co-op.
Marvel Alliance? No.
I hope it's more like that because you can have more people playing. I don't know. It's either going to be like that or a complete huge story ride. I just want to play co-op with people online. Like there's not a lot of games like that anymore. Anything else, Square?
No, not for me.
Stormblood next week. I'm happy. Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah,
14.
Final Fantasy 14.
Haven't played it.
I know.
Okay, so here's one of the big ones I know a lot of people are excited for. Take-Two Interactive. We're looking at Red Dead 2.
Man.
Not going to be there.
They're also going to have NBA 2K18. Well, Red Dead 2 is already confirmed.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be at E3 though.
It may not be playable. They're going to have stuff on it. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I don't
more
think so.
likely. They might show the actual gameplay of it.
Another
Rockstar
pretty
never
trailer.
shown up to E3. Like they don't.
Right.
Show E3.
They don't need to. It's like it's
already got-
Rockstar. You're gonna buy it. You don't need to see it at E3.
People
They don't
went
need it.
batshit crazy over the silhouettes of motherfuckers in the sunset. Like, you gotta be kidding
Yeah.
me. People are going to go nuts on this game.
That's true.
That's
the
why they
one-
don't need
that's
E3.
One of the two games I've actually 100%ed in my time was the first Red Dead Redemption, or Red Dead Redemption, not the first one, but whatever.
Yeah, that game blew my mind. Like, I was playing, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And it got to the end, I'm like, holy shit. And then it gets to the end. I'm like,
Yeah.
100%. You have to kill a bear with a friggin' bow.
Yes.
I didn't do that. And then
That's a great
they released Zombie DLC, which is like the #1 selling DLC of all time.
They even sold
was-
that
that's a
separately.
great
I own that separately on the 360.
Yeah, like, what? Like,
Right.
we can do the Wild West. Let's put fucking zombies in it. People are buying anything from us. Are you sure? Let's do it. Oh, fuck, they are.
And it
Everyone's
was
got
fantastic. It was
Fuck
so good.
Yeah.
It was.
Well,
I know that was the weird thing. It was fucking good. The DLC was amazing.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna show anything, but if they do, it's gonna be on the Sony presentation.
Yeah. I agree.
They're gonna have. They have to have something for Red Dead.
I think they're going to
They
give us
only
more.
have like 3 screenshots in that made-up picture. They have to have something else.
I think they're going to show us more about maybe what the storyline's going to be about. Give us a little bit more.
I don't know if they'll show the storyline, but
maybe at least
they'll show
environmental
some
panoramic shots with epic music.
They're gonna show you guys shit. You're gonna be so disappointed.
Yes.
Man, I can't wait for you to eat those.
I know.
fucking
I'm
words.
so pumped. I can't wait to like do another one of these and be like, I told you, Jason, you're so fucking wrong.
We are gonna do a post E3 one, so don't. We're gonna hash it all out later.
That's
Moving on, unless anyone else has
It'll be
anything.
bloodshed.
No, let's talk Ubisoft because
Ubisoft.
got
real
some
fast.
coming
Take two
out.
real fast. I would
We
love
have-
to
Just
check
for the
this out.
record,
Ubisoft.
I've always called it Ubisoft, but that's just me. I don't know why.
Oh yeah,
I have to. I have
Look,
to.
the company with the new logo that looks like a turd. Like that's
Ah,
Yeah, top
top
down
down
Like
too.
I thought it was like a seashell or something. I don't know. Mine's
Yeah.
more PG. Mine's more
That's
PG.
where
the
you're
3
wrong.
shells.
Oh God.
Hope knows what I'm talking about.
Murder,
This
death,
is what
kill.
they're bringing to the table. They have Assassin's Creed. They have Beyond Good and Evil 2. Just Dance 2018. South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Finally.
And Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell 2018. Johnny just posted in there. He said he'd love a new Splinter Cell. You ask, and Ubisoft will kind of give it to you.
Kinda.
But will they though? Has it been confirmed that Splinter
It's
Cell
been
will be-
confirmed. It was on the list on multiple websites, so it's confirmed from someone somewhere.
If it's not on Game Octane, I don't believe it. So
Somebody better get on that right now.
So supposedly, yeah,
That's
those are going to come out. I know last year South Park Fractured Butthole won a Game Octane award, so I know
Yeah.
we're really fucking stoked on this game.
oh,
I can't wait.
This one got pushed back a year, so this one's got to get pushed back a year, right?
Has it
Yeah.
already been pushed back a
I think
year?
it's already been pushed back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
At the end
saying.
of last year.
So
I remember
finally-
the interview with them. They're like, "Yeah, we had to actually make a map of South Park, which we've never done before."
Yeah, I remember them saying that.
I remember that. I just started laughing. I was like, "Yeah, it's how far
How
is
do
it
we
from
get to
Stan
Kenny's
Kyle's
house? Or Kyle's house.
You forget one big game in here.
Which one?
Just Dance.
I said Just Dance
Yeah.
2018.
Gonna be a oh fuck, I missed it. Okay, I was listening. But it's gonna be a Just Dance.
Well, Ryan's been the reviewer of the Just Dance, so he's been. The next time he's
like
gonna have to
that.
record himself because
It-
we have no actual footage of him.
Oh, my wife has
Or-
footage. My wife has
Oh,
footage.
does she?
Oh yeah.
And well,
I
I
gotta
better
be
get that
careful.
on then.
I got to be careful. So the only prediction I have is I'm really hoping that Assassin's Creed offers some kind of new game mecanic that gets
Oh,
people excited
God,
again.
I am absolutely tired of Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's
just-
Creed with arms wide open.
Like I don't know. I just the thing that sucks is I don't know what they could do to make it. You know what could they add to make it better? I just it's the same thing over and
consider
over.
this, though. They haven't touched Assassin's Creed. They actually took a year break. They used to come out one every year. So I want to see
Oh, yeah.
what this extra time is going to give them. What are they going to show us from
Yeah.
that time?
That's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. So that's going to be that could be helpful. I hope.
I honestly haven't
I
played
hope.
since Assassin's Creed 3, so
Oh my god, dude! 4 was really
What
good.
I would love to see is Assassin's Creed from someone else's view besides the fucking assassin.
Assassin's Creed from a shinobi point of view.
What
Actually,
if you were?
you get to play as a Templar on
Rogue.
it was on PS. Yeah,
Rogue.
thank you. Assassin's Creed Road. Thank you.
Yep.
So
That was a
what
great
if
game.
you were in Assassin's Creed from the view of the guy being assassinated and you have to fucking escape like all these dastardly plans? Wouldn't that be sick? That'd be
That
a
was
whole
called
different twist.
multiplayer in Brotherhood, wasn't it?
Go to hell.
It's already been done, Jason. It's already been done.
But at least it's something different.
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it.
All right.
No,
Anything
watch.
else from Ubisoft?
Yeah. Instead of Eagle Vision, it'll be Falcon Vision. That'll be their new updated change.
Just
That's
leave
it.
it alone.
Ooh.
Anything else?
No, I'm hoping. I love the Splinter Cell games. I did not play the last title, but the Conviction. No. It's just it's been a rough couple years for gaming for me. But anyways, Splinter Cell Conviction is probably one of my favorite games I've ever played in my entire life. I thought that the way that they built that game was fantastic, and I want to see another one just like it. So,
You're right.
Nice.
Other than that, I mean, Beyond Good and Evil, that'll be cool. I think Far Cry 5 is going to just smoke people out of the water.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Far Cry 5.
It is intriguing.
Isn't it the first time it's actually been in the U.S.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's already people in a hissy fit. So it's just gonna be interesting.
Darn tootin'.
It's gonna cause some controversy, which means it's gonna sell copies.
One second, I'll be right back.
Come down and have a little religious conversation.
I did see a trailer for it the other day, and I was like, "Whoa, this is gonna be nuts."
Boy, you
Yeah.
gonna say hi to God? What you gonna do?
Pretty much, right?
You know, Dan, when that game comes out, I want you to stream it just so I can hear you just do that for like an hour.
Dude, I'm gonna stream that, and that's the only way I'm gonna talk. I'll be like, "Oh, holy shit, we're gonna go over here, boy. We're gonna take it. You're gonna take this shot."
People are gonna follow and subscribe to, like, they're gonna follow you on Twitch, and then be like, when you're playing a different thing, they're like, what's going on with this guy's voice? Why is he?
Okay, based on this conversation alone, now I'm really excited for Far Cry 5.
So okay, here's the question then. What's the over/under on how many Deliverance references will be in Far Cry 5?
Oh God.
Boy, you want to wrestle?
Dueling banjos
You like a
somewhere.
piggy.
7.
Boy.
Wheel boy.
This
Like-
is my thing with Far Cry 5 is like,
Wait. Are we talking like lines? Are we talking all of them, or just visual? Or are we talking like?
I'm talking. Ooh, we can do both. I mean, lines for sure, but there could be some mission where you got to help some hick who's out in the woods
Oh
with
God.
them boys.
Like,
So
I tried to go find my sister, but I couldn't find her. Could you go and find her for me? I do love my sister.
You're gonna hear the banjo music.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Matt, what were you gonna say?
yeah, my thing with Far Cry 5 is like, I think they're kind of scared. Like, I'm super pumped for the game, but I think they're like on this like kind of razor's edge right now, where like, because we're all laughing and making jokes about it, but like the thing is, it's dealing with such like a cool, complex story that it either has to take itself seriously, or if it doesn't, it's just gonna be fucking garbage. And that's
no, it'll just be like Borderlands with all scooter.
fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Borderlands. They're probably gonna announce that at Take-Two.
Yeah.
Forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I forgot
Unfortunately.
about that too.
Yeah.
You're
Well, I
welcome.
think
Thanks for reminding me about Borderlands.
You're
God.
welcome.
they're gonna have to with Far Cry. They're gonna have to change a couple things, like, but which is gonna be interesting because they already announced like things that you have to do with the animals. Being able to like, I don't know about
Whoa.
training them, but like sicking them on people and things like that. I just don't know how that's gonna work in Montana. But I mean, they're gonna have to change that animal mechanic at some point in time.
you're gonna have to
There's gonna
do
be a lot
things
of
with
shit.
animals.
You're gonna have to do. Oh, we got all kinds of things we gotta do with animals.
Donkey show, man, come on. Jason, we were talking about.
Good old carrot.
Jason, we were talking about wholesome family values while you were gone. Don't worry.
That sounds like it. Jesus Christ.
We're moving on to Warner Brothers, though.
Yeah, before
Yes,
it goes
let's-
deeper.
I just came back. Warner Brothers. They have two fairly major titles. One we haven't heard of yet, which is Batman.
the
2017. Well, I guess that there's one coming out holidays supposedly.
A new Arkham
Um,
game, a new VR game.
We don't know.
No,
And then
no.
Middle Earth Shadow of War.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
The first Middle Earth was very surprising on how awesome it was. I was not
Yep.
expecting much from it, and I was thoroughly impressed and enjoyed it. I played it and I beat it, which was hardly I ever do. It was
I
cool.
just really hope they increase the intelligence of the Nemesis system.
That would be
Like-
that'd be a huge
Yeah.
push.
The stuff they showed has looked awesome for me. That like, I think it was like 43 minutes of gameplay or whatever with the developer, and he took over that whole, like, he attacked the fort or whatever with his army, and like that. I watched that thing. That was amazing. Like,
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. That's
yeah, it was
impressive.
great.
It's gonna be good.
Anything
So-
on Batman or Middle Earth?
I don't know about Batman. I mean, everything I've read, like, it could be a surprise that they announce somewhere, but
Mhm.
it's not on their list of things they're going to broadcast from the show floor. So
No, I don't. Yeah,
We'll
I don't
see.
think it is, but they may just bring something up.
I don't
And-
think it's a Batman game. I think Rocksteady is working on like Superman or
Yeah,
Green
Oh,
Arrow
yeah.
or somebody else. I
Oh.
think they're going to do that. Like,
Green
I've
Lantern.
read rumors that
Oh,
it could
yeah.
be Superman. Superman is a rumor out there.
Well,
That's right up-
said-
that's
they
right
said
up my
in-
alley. Keep talking about that. Oh, sorry.
They said in one of the interviews that if they had to make another superhero game, it would be Superman. They had a choice, so I'd be okay with that. They actually have a decent Superman game and not a movie-related pile of shit.
A Justice League tie-in. Sorry, I ruined the mood. No, Justice League, though. Can you imagine them doing Justice League?
That'd be so great.
Lego Justice League, please. All I want is Lego.
If you make it Lego, it's guaranteed to sell.
Lego. I'll play every Lego game ever. I don't give a fuck.
I'll play it.
Anything else, Warner Brothers? We're moving on.
I
No,
love the
keep
new
going.
DC.
Do they
game. It's
have other
actually
stuff?
awesome.
That's
So
the only
Lego-
thing I have listed confirmed so far.
So Shadow War, Lego Dimensions will be there. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 will be there, and there's
Yeah,
something
that's right.
else that I'm missing. I'll check while we keep going. There's something else I'm missing though.
That's all I had. That's all I was able to find.
Okay.
So the next step, we're going to get out of games. That's the final list I have in fantastic alphabetical order. VR presence. Do you think that VR will either increase or decrease in hype from this year and last year?
I'm
Probably
actually
decrease
interested.
slightly, but there will still be a couple games.
I mean, they
Think
push
decrease?
really hard to get out the PlayStation VR, so I'm interested to see what kind of here's some tech demo games that you could play. I want to see where they're going to take that. I mean, Fallout 4 is supposed to be a VR game. Go ahead, Dan.
So I think they pushed the PSVR really hard the first year it came out with a lot of games and the hype of it. So if anything, they might have an equal amount of games, but my guess is it's not going to be as much as they had last year. But they already know it's doing well and they want to sell more of it. But I don't think it's going to be as much as last year.
I mean, I don't mean to sound like, I don't know, whatever, but like, do you own a PSVR?
I do.
Okay, because you say there's a lot of games. What are you talking about? There's 15 games.
Well, they
Yes.
announced a lot last year. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
saying they're out, but
Okay, I was like, what? Because I sold my PSVR because I was like,
Resident Evil, you have 7, you have Valkyrie, there's a bunch of little mini games, there's videos, movies you can watch. I mean,
I think VR presence. I think you have to look at it more than just PSVR because I mean, there's Oculus, there's
I'm talking about in general. Just
there's
VR
a
in
bunch of
general.
other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The PSVR is probably the most
affordable.
Yeah.
I would say
Affordable.
so. Yeah, me personally, I really hope it starts taking off because I've been to a lot of VR. Go ahead, Ryan. Before we move on.
It just Matt's favorite game, Lego Worlds, will be, and then Injustice 2.
About that.
Nice.
So sorry, those are the last of.
those are already out though, right? So they're just showing them.
Yeah, so it's just DLC basically. So they'll
Okay.
probably show the new characters and blah blah blah. So anyway,
Okay. So I've been to a few VR panels, like at a lot of different cons lately, and at Silicon Valley Comic Con, they had a good panel with like the creator. One of the creators was from the Vibe. There was a couple people from just individual companies like throughout the Bay Area, and they had a lot of good things to say. And one of them was from
The Void.
where's it? The Void, which
Void,
is a huge huge VR center where you can play Ghostbusters, and you actually walk in a room, and the rooms are fully interactive. So if there's something in the room you can touch, it's physically going to be there if you see it in the game. If there's a table, there's a table. It's stuff like that. And they were explaining how the VR headset is much more advanced than any accessory or controller at the moment, which completely makes sense. They said the cell phone technology, putting so many dots per inch to make the cell phones look really good, has helped the VR headsets go crazy. So they have a lot of good things to say and a lot of things that made me super psyched on VR, even though I don't own a VR. But I'm really hoping that this E3 they start showing full games, full VR games, full immersive, interactive experiences that you want to feel at home. I mean,
Okay.
the PSVR is the more affordable one, like we said. So there's a lot of limitations compared to the HTC or the Oculus.
Yeah. People get sick with the PSVR because it's not as high end as those. But
Yeah.
it's legit in the fact that they are an insanely advanced controller. Because I did Resident Evil 7 beginning to end in that. And it was
Brave man.
absolutely
God, I almost
absolutely
shit myself.
fantastic.
So
I loved
there's
it.
a lot of things like that I want to see. I want to see companies taking on more, and I don't want it to shit the bed like 3D did, because 3D came out and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, 3D,
3D
games."
was always
You're like,
crappy.
that didn't do anything. Like it doesn't immerse you at all. It's just a flashy thing. This changes you, and I don't want to really go off topic and explain too much, but I know in that panel the guy was talking about the stage where VR is now is the stage where movies were in the silent film era. Like they just figured out how to use a camera. They're just finding out how to use this type of medium, whether you got to change lighting, where you have to change this. So you put this small little piece of paper in front of the screen that's see-through, it changes the filter and the way everything's look. Like that's where they're at right now. They have no idea how to use this technology appropriately because there are games coming out for VR that don't belong in VR.
I mean, I played VR for my first time when I was like 12, like 20 years ago, and it was in a place called Incredible Universe. It was just in this little circular thing. They put the headset on you. It was heavy as fuck.
Yeah, it was just. I remember those. There's like
it was
this
a
wide
big headset that you put on you. It just tracked movement in a circle in this little in this standing thing.
I think their
Have you
VR
guys-
presence. Oh, sorry. What were you saying, Kurt?
I was just gonna make a community reference. Have you guys seen the episode where the dean uses the VR system to manage the college?
God damn it! Yeah.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
God damn it! Go for it, Matt.
I do think like what you were saying though, like where it's in the silent film era and all that stuff. I don't think they're gonna have a presence as in like we're gonna show you new games, we're gonna show you all this awesome stuff, because I think this year, the 2017 is gonna be the year where VR developers, the hardware developers, are gonna sit down and be like, okay, how can we make this better? How can we make this wireless? How can we make the latency better? How can we make it easy, for 360 degree, tracking instead of the Sony, the 180 and I think that's where the focus is going to be. And that's not something you're going to bring to a open event and show everybody because it's boring, So I think, yeah, you're going to have, Sony is kind of in a weird place where they have to bring games, and I think they will. And I don't think they're going to be groundbreaking. I think they're going to be experiences. They're going to be these 15-minute games, but I think Oculus Vive, stuff like that, I think they're going to be silent. They're going to try to keep their head down and just like nose to the grindstone and get, the Vive 2 and the Oculus 2 out and make it more consumer affordable, like way easier to manage. Cause my Vive and my Rift, like I sold them both because like they're just so annoying to like hook everything up to your computer and run all these wires. And it's just a hassle 90% of the time.
Speaking of 15-minute games, Matt, since you brought that up, there is one game that just came out within the last few months. It's Ghostbusters VR on PlayStation 4, and they're doing it in episodes. So I'm hoping to see more episodes in the last, hopefully in the next, few months. And I'm a little jealous that you got to try it because I'm a Ghostbuster fan.
Yeah, it's really short. It's kind of meh. It wasn't bad. It was a VR experience. It was cool. I mean, you'd enjoy it being the big Ghostbuster fan you are, but as far as the VR experience go, it wasn't too impressive, but it was VR, so
that's fair.
Hope if you want a VR experience, you got to come out to Utah to do the Void and do the Ghostbusters experience that way.
Oh, I would want to do that so bad.
It's insane.
I hear great things.
Dude, it's amazing. It's amazing. So that'd be my only suggestion.
Ryan, weren't you saying that you were going to try out Star Trek VR?
Yeah, so we actually got a review copy, but I don't have PlayStation VR,
right?
So freaking Noel.
That's fair. I'm a big Trekkie.
Yeah, I wanted to. It looks so good. It looks so much fun.
It looks good, but from what I've heard of the Star Trek thing is you got to have 3 other friends to fully utilize it.
Yeah, you got to play the game.
Yep.
Kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, and then it's kind of there's not a ton of substance, so after a while you're doing the same things over and over again. So that's what I'm hearing. I mean, hopefully Noel's experience will be different, and he can try it, and he'll have a review up eventually.
I hope he streams it because I want him to shit the bed so hard. I want to see him fail.
Make it so.
I don't make it so.
I want to see him fail. Anything else on VR? Does anyone have any other catches? Anything?
I just want to see where it's going to go. I just want to see where it's going to go.
I wish Outlast 2 was on VR.
Oh, yeah. You did say that on stream.
No more scary games on VR.
Oh, my God.
I would like to see continued support. So hopefully some good games and good experiences that come out.
Yeah.
I don't want a Vita experience where it just stops getting support. You know what I mean? Because that would suck. So
I want the support to be more in-home. I feel like VR is the way of like the arcade games back in the day where you actually have to go to another location to get a proper VR experience. And
Jason's all
takes a while
about
for them to port it.
Jason's all about the Naughty America VR experience.
Hey, fuck, whatever they give me, I don't give a shit. Give me something, I'll review it.
That would be actually really cool. I think that would be a really great approach for VR to kind of pull people out of their homes to experience something that they can't provide themselves.
Are you talking about the porn thing?
No, yeah, sure. No,
Yes. No. Yes.
no, like Jason said, VR is like the new arcade, right? And that would be fantastic.
Game Octane After Dark.
I was so
Good.
like, pull people out of their homes, have them experience things.
Well,
I'm
that
like,
escalated
oh,
quickly.
wow, Kurt, you're just going all in for this.
Isn't that just Grand Theft Auto 5 VR?
Yeah.
You may not be far off.
Hot coffee.
That's Grand Theft Auto 5 IRL.
Hot coffee. You dropped the hot coffee bomb.
Or if you want Grand Theft Auto in VR, just go outside at night in Oakland and just knock on somebody's door.
Attaboy.
Steal a car. I don't know.
Don't pull anyone's car. Hey, yeah, they're doing good. They're in the finals, NBA finals. They'd be all right for right now.
That's fair.
Any more VR words of wisdom?
No,
No, I'm
not
good.
for me.
Final thoughts. Ryan, go.
Man, I'm trying not to hype myself out too much, because I don't want to get too disappointed. That's my main thing. Like, everyone's excited. Microsoft fans are excited. Sony fans are excited, which is a good thing. We should be excited for our favorite companies and our favorite consoles. I don't want any disappointments. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see what happens. It's gonna be good. Either way, I love the competition. I love that, we have so many different variety of games on both consoles. So it's gonna be. I can't wait.
You're actually
I'm
going to be there, you son of a bitch. You.
I'm trying to tell you, just drive on down. All right.
What am I going to do? Wait outside?
No, we'll beg and plead.
Hey, dress up as Crash Bandicoot and pretend I actually work there and walk myself out.
That's right. That's right. Dude,
All right.
I'm gonna be exhausted, but it'll be worth it bringing all that content to you guys.
Don't
It's
get
gonna
the
be fun.
con flu. Please don't get the con flu. Don't come back with the con AIDS.
I will. Come on.
Licking
I
all
mean,
the doorknobs.
Now that there's piddly consumers at E3 now. Ugh.
First year.
Peasants.
Peasants.
Game Octane, step aside. Hey, do you have those things printed out nearby you?
Oh yeah, I can grab them.
Grab one real quick. All right, Kurt, go for it.
I think I'm with Ryan on this. I just want to see lots of good games coming out for all sorts of consoles. I just reminisce back to last year and kind of the position we were in and how we got into E3 and how awesome of an experience that opened up for us. How it brought a lot of traffic and a lot of content. I'm excited for that and to see where this takes us this year.
Yeah.
And also just I'm excited to see good games for even systems that I don't own.
That's right. See, yeah, I agree, Kurt. Here's the
Matt.
we're giving out these bad boys, by the way.
Best of
Nice.
E3 2017 nominee.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So a very fancy magnet, but I'm probably going to
I'll
get some
take it.
double-sided tape because one of the publishers I talked to, he's like, there's some booths have metal, but most don't. So I got to be prepared.
Velcro. We're getting like free tattoos.
I'm just going to get a Sharpie. Just say,
You're a nominee.
you've been nominated.
Matt, go for it.
I always get hyped for E3. I always love watching E3. I always get super excited after E3, but there's always that high and then that just crash of disappointment. And because when you sit down, you come down from the clouds and you're like, wait, none of these games are coming out this year. Wait, this game wasn't shown. There's always that. So, and I think just seeing the before of this E3, I don't think seeing what's announced and what's going to be there and what we think is going to be there. I think it's just going to be I think it's going to be a wasted E3 almost. I don't know. I think Xbox is going to steal the show with Scorpio. I think it's going to be they're going to put enough into it with that. I think Sony's definitely going to bring the games. Maybe not in the next 10 years, but they're going to bring games to show. So I mean that's great. And Nintendo, hopefully they do something. They have to, but yeah.
Check out 5 seconds of the dungeon for the DLC for Zelda.
Yeah, basically.
Check out how hard mode is.
Yeah, why don't they have a fucking easy mode for crying out loud?
Tough.
All right, Hope, go for it. Are you done, Matt? I just want to.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Let's go, Hope.
Well, first of all, again, I just want to say thank you to everybody at Game Octane for allowing me and Dan from Paradigm Gaming to join you on this. E3 is my Christmas. I'm excited for everything that they show from every competitor, from every game. I don't care if it's from Hello Kitty Island Adventure to Resident Evil 7. You know what I mean? I am going to be excited regardless. But the one thing I love about E3 in general is the sense of community that we all have as gamers. I have posts from 7 years ago from E3 and up, and reading back on how excited I was last year and the year before that and year before that, it's just going to remind me already just how excited I am now. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what's going to come.
Daniel.
Yeah, dude, E3 is awesome, and I get excited for it every year, and I basically don't even have to watch it because Hope posts everything, and I don't have to worry about a damn thing. So,
That's true.
Except I tend to watch the Sony thing because I am a Sony fanboy at this point. So, yeah.
At this point, like, you can be
At this
swayed
point, I just
in
say
case.
screw it. I played on 360. 360 was awesome. PS4 came out. They had the exclusives. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yep.
So,
That's how it is.
yeah. At this
Yep.
point, I did forget one thing, like CD Projekt Red.
Oh.
I really want to see Cyberpunk. I really want to see something
You
from
may see it
Cyberpunk.
regardless because that's supposedly they just got hacked. They got a ransom on them.
Yeah. I mean, but their statement, they just said be patient, though. Like, they're not going to give it
Oh,
to the
I get it.
We'll
I
see
get it. CD Projekt makes some excellent games, and I have no problem with them taking their time. No
Yep.
problem whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just want to see something. The trailer 3-4 years ago was amazing for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So. But that was the one thing I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Good
But
call.
wait, they're small.
But wait.
As for me, I'm always super psyched on E3. Like Hope says, it's like Christmas. You get to see everything, even though you really don't need to buy everything. You want to buy. You're starting to count. You'll be like, God, if this comes out, the 2 games come out in November. How can I afford these 2 games but still afford a game in December because it's all come out like within a week of each other? So,
Okay, paycheck to paycheck.
yes, I absolutely love E3. It's fun. The competitiveness, which hasn't been seen the last like E3. I don't feel that was very competitive, but before they would take shots at each other.
Yeah.
And just seeing the list of games that even the games that we just talked about, a lot of these games look amazing, and I can't wait. Even if I'll never play them or never buy them, I still want to see everything succeed because it's someone putting their like life work into some of these games, and I just want to see them all succeed, especially VR.
I'll probably
I
buy
want to
them
see
and still
take
never
off.
play them.
Exactly. I want to see it take off. I want to see VR take off. I'm just really stoked and excited that we actually could have a presence there for the second year in a row, and that was one of the goals creating Game Octane. I wanted to get review copies, which we're getting now. I wanted to go to E3. Guess what? We've gone there twice, and you haven't gotten there yet, but we're going for the second time.
Yeah, don't jinx it. We really want Ryan.
The next year.
Yeah, next year I will go. Next year I will go.
Fuck
Okay.
you, I'm going too.
Good. Come with me.
Yeah. So hopefully the trend keeps going. I'm hoping that we continue to excel and we bring everyone great content from this next week of madness, and hopefully we can keep Ryan alive and breathing enough to get his information. But
Just make sure you take defibrillator
yeah, just
with
bring
you.
Where? Upload all people automatically to the Game Octane Google device so we can keep going.
Look, just real quick, huge shout out to all those PR guys and publishers that I talked to that hooked me up with so many freaking appointments. Like, I'm really excited but nervous at the same time because I was like thinking when I got in, I'm like, okay, we got like 3 weeks before E3. I'm not gonna get any appointments. There's no way. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we got room. I'm just like,
yeah, I was
crap.
very surprised that you had as many appointments as you did this late in the game. So I don't know if people just don't care about the games that we care about. I don't. Maybe those publications are more thinking of numbers. I don't know.
Well, it's just, and there's a lot now that's a little bit different with the consumers. So there's, a lot of these appointments are going to be closed door appointments that are in the like different meeting rooms. So, Activision's going to be in the South Hall. we have all the third parties, and we have the, Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo in the big halls. But all these other appointments I'm going to be in, they're in different meeting rooms all throughout the conference center. So yeah, your consumer is not going to go look for them. They're just going to go run to Nintendo or run to Sony or run to Xbox.
Stand in line.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to be in line for 5 hours. And hey, I'll be in line for, Mario, I'm sure, for 9 years. It'll be fantastic. Or not, I don't know. I still haven't decided, but still, it's just, it's a big opportunity. So I'm really excited and happy.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm hoping that we just continue to grow from this, and I hope that, everyone enjoys what we do. That's one thing. I'm hoping that we can bring you guys enough information that's new and fresh and not rehashed shit that you keep getting every year.
Audio Chocolate's got you, baby. Don't worry.
Well, if we still get the same rehash stuff we get every year, we're going to have new conversations about them. How about that?
We can definitely bitch about it. So I want to have everyone stay tuned to Game Octane, whether hopefully this YouTube channel, subscribe to it, because we hope to do more live presence throughout the E3 week, because Ryan's going to be down there and we'll have information directly from him. Also, be sure to follow Paradigm Gaming. They're streaming this right now on their Twitch channel. Follow those guys. Definitely hit them up on Twitter. Follow them on Twitter. Like them on Facebook. And we're gonna tag team this E3 because it's gonna be pretty big, especially if we have Ryan going. So it's not like we're gonna be taking IGN's articles and just retweeting them. We're gonna have our own shit. So be careful.
Yeah.
Because it's coming. Other than that, I think we're good. Anyone else have anything to say before we close it out? It's only been close to 2 hours.
No, this
1
was
o'clock in the
great.
morning for me.
Thank you guys very much for inviting us. And I just want to let everybody know that's on the Paradigm channel right now. Make sure you guys go to Game Octane on their YouTube and also on their homepage at GameOctane.com, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching on the channel.
Go ahead.
Forget about you guys. Anyway, I am Jason Germino from Game Octane. You can find me online with the username as KlutzLeo. I know I don't have Leo in my name, but that's what it is. Deal with it. Go ahead, Ryan. Where can anyone find you at?
All right, I'm Ryan. So I will be, for the most part, I will be posting on the Game Octane Twitter and Facebook. I might throw something random on my Twitter. It's just Game Octane Ryan. I'm on Xbox as Spreckensy Dick. So you can go ahead.
What?
Oh, sorry. Hope Daniel, I didn't tell you guys my gamer tag.
Woo!
Very proud of that one.
It has not been banned yet.
Fingers crossed. No, that one's not bad. No one speaks German anymore. It's fine. So
We got Call of Duty World War II coming out. You better be careful.
you're making a German spectacle of yourself. So yeah. Anyway, so keep it locked on with us and with Paradigm Gaming, and we're just gonna give you as much content as possible. Okay.
Kurt.
Yeah. Hey. So thanks for coming out, guys.
Yay.
I'm Kurt Calloway, and you can follow me on Twitter at Kurtoni, or read my non-existent current articles on GameOctane.com. It's been a while since I wrote it. For those of you that are just joining us, it's been busy. So
I miss you. Thanks for coming in, man. Much appreciated. Matt.
Oh yeah, what's up? Sorry, I'm falling asleep over here. You can. I'm Matt. Yeah, you can follow me at 16_bitbear on Twitter, and hopefully check out my upcoming Rhyme review on Game Octane. That's gonna get the problem with that. I thought that game was gonna be 2 hours. Turns out it's not a 2-hour game. A lot longer than that. So I harshly overestimated how quick I'd be done with that game. But yeah. So yeah. Thanks.
Much like Sony, Matt will bring us his review in about 3 to 6 months.
Basically, yeah.
with a D+.
With a D+.
No, Ryan's gonna get a C-. I'm feeling it.
You guys are actually gonna be surprised about Rhyme, so I'm gonna keep on what I feel under wraps because I'm excited to show you guys a review.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited,
Which
Matt.
means it's a mediocre C.
Basically. This is lopsided. All right, Hope.
All right. I'm Nathaniel Hope. They call me Hope. Hope it dope. You can find me online at Twitter at BlueNile101. But I'm mainly on our Facebook page. So Facebook.com/ParadigmGaming1. I'll be tweeting the hell out of E3. I will be spamming Game Octane's posts on our page. And by the way, Jason, I will be available for live, reactions for streams, especially with the Sony conference. I will be there as soon as I'm going to be rushing home to watch it. So I got.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get it going. I'm going to try to get a side by side of the video and us talking. So hopefully that works out. We'll see how that works.
Yeah, probably a good idea instead of an Xbox guy trying to tweet from the Sony conference.
Everything's so black. It's weird. It's not green.
The guy just walked on the stage.
What is this quality? I don't get it.
Past,
so
present,
weird.
future.
Oh,
so
why is there so much
Oh.
detail on the screen? I don't know what to do.
There's a new system. Jason was totally right. Oh god.
No.
Games? What are games?
What are games?
God damn it. Daniel, go.
What am I doing? I don't know what's happening.
Saying goodbye.
Say bye-bye.
Where can we find you
Bye,
online?
guys. Yeah, you have the same thing as him. Just go to the same place he said.
Oh
yeah,
Twitch
join
channel. You didn't mention your
Far
Twitch
Cry 5
channel.
Redneck Edition.
Where's your Twitch channel? Come on.
Twitch channel.
Yeah, what's your Twitch channel?
Oh, Twitch channel, Paradigm Gaming. Like I said, with him.
There's an underscore though, isn't it? Paradigm.
Twitch.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Paradigm.
Twitch.tv, Paradigm_gaming. And make sure you forget that last underscore after gaming.
Yes.
Oh, yep.
Yep. They actually do very well on their Twitch channel, and we are very envious of them. So once we get going,
Envious.
we're gonna have some good times with these guys. We're gonna
Get up. Go follow them, guys.
Follow them up. We're gonna be good. I want to thank everyone again for coming out. We'd spent about 60 minutes more than I wanted to.
Right on time. Right on
time. Every
Sorry,
time.
not sorry.
Yeah, no, we had a good time. So yeah, we're gonna hope to have live reactions. We're gonna have live reactions from Ryan. We're gonna have a ton of exclusive articles. Ryan's bringing his own one-man wrecking crew of. Was it you bringing a GoPro and all that fun stuff, right?
No!
Or, what do you bring? Your SLR, right?
I got an SLR and a tripod and my phone to record audio, and it's gonna be beautiful.
Sweet.
I honestly can't wait. It's gonna be so awesome. Our interviews went really well last year, and Sea of Thieves loved us. So hopefully we can just get a little more in there. And get that going. But yeah, again, thank you everyone. I don't want to take any more of your guys' time. Thank you for coming out. Thank these guys for showing up and bullshitting with me and arguing and reminiscing and nerd boners.
So many.
All right. See you guys, everyone. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Take care.
Later.
Everyone. Bye-bye.